Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello and welcome to Call It Crits. Our DM is
Not here. Yeah, we can't hear
having
it.
technical difficulties.
Yep. Our DM brilliantly cannot speak.
So-
we will be spending this entire game. You will only hear us, and you have to guess what we're actually up against.
And we have, because you cannot hear the DM, we have won.
Well, you've got 5 seconds to say no, you don't before. He said he's working on this. He is sorry. He is sorry for many things. His existence being one of them. Though let us all be fair, all of our existences are, in the end, completely meaningless.
Why is it not? Oh, hello! I think I've got it. I think I'm working.
Is it working
Yes,
well?
you have.
I've got it
yeah.
working. So hello everybody and welcome to Call It Crits. I'm Phil, I'm the Dungeon Master, and I have a working microphone. That is much better than not having a working microphone. Hello, welcome everyone. Please sound off in the chat if you're looking forward to today's game, or don't. It's your choice. But it's nice to see you all. Right, so I think I want to jump straight into the game and give you all a recap of what happened last week, and then we can go into to what's going on this week. So, well, last we left off in the game, the party who had recently come across a travelling merchant who sadly perished but left behind a cart full of gems. Thousands of gold worth of gems that he was carting off through, and it seemed to look suspicious, and it was. The party soon found out that these gems are being transported by a section of the Thieves Guild known as the Infernals, someone that Korvax has a bit of a grudge with. So what you've basically got and done is you've taken it to the nearest town, left one person in charge of guarding it, and then which that person then got beaten to shit and taken hostage. You've then found a way to sort of track these people down through this company called Opal Hearts, which is this gem company that sort of deals in trading of illegal gems from time to time, even though they have this cover of not. And you eventually managed to make your way through the sewer system to get to where Ayla was. You fought your way past a few of the Thieves Guild and or the Infernals, should I say, and eventually met up with Ayla, who had managed to break out of his own restraints by fooling the guard that he had a gammy leg and breaking his neck in his undercrackers. So with Ayla and the party all back together, and you kind of fought off the rest of the Thieves Guild. Then one of them was running away and pulled a lever to open one of the gates down at the bottom of the sewer channel that you were in. And then you heard.
I bisected the leader with the help of the elephant.
Sorry, I missed that bit out. Sorry, yeah, the elephant. Yeah, you killed Balazan, the leader, with the help of an elephant. An elephant gun, which I probably should. Yeah, that Korvax shot out of a crossbow. Yes, trinkets are fun. Yeah. So after that, after this gate opened up, you heard the ear-splitting sound coming from beyond the gates. As it happens, and sort of like rolling straight into the situation now, the Thieves Guild member, the Infernal, ducks underneath the gate and runs in and beyond the gates. You can hear the noises, but they seem to be staying put where they are. So the humming that you heard from where you were when you entered the sewer system was sort of I've lost track. Sorry, was ongoing, and then it stopped when he pulled the gate open. The screeching sound then began, and it sounds like there's 2, maybe 3 creatures beyond that gate, but they're not coming out into this part of the sewers. Not yet. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Is there anyone left to kill within reach?
Phil?
Within reach at the moment, no. There's no one. Actually, let me just pull up the map from last week because... Yeah, because...
Because 2 people are about to burst through a door.
Yeah.
And I've got an attack set aside for that.
You have. So, let me just... hang on, let me load the map.
And I've warned everyone else that are about to burst through the door. So that might be your cue, Gareth.
Alright. I'm still in my rage at the moment.
Yeah, so you've got a potential 2 kills coming up, Gareth.
Okay.
Hang on a second. Let me open this map because it's...
I've got first attack on the first one.
I bet
Are we still on the old initiative? What was the old initiative?
Yep, let me get... Oh, right, one second. I've left my iPad. One sec.
I've reserved my action, which is as soon as they come through the door, I'm popping one of them with this really rubbish sword I've got.
As you can see, we're totally prepared for today.
Well, I am, but again, I'm not required much of me, really.
No,
I just sit here and talk.
Preparation is our middle name.
I'm having a great time today. Just you know, right? Okay, so if I can get my guys back on here, because for some reason it's reset my map. So let me just add my minis back on here. Right. So we had these guys. I'll add him. He can go in there. He's tiny. Whatever. He was over here, and there was another guy over here. I will make those bigger. And so, yeah, how is everyone today? You know, just enjoying a. I feel so. It's because of Ofsted. They're.
I told like whether they'll look at the data first. It doesn't matter what you do.
I know. I know.
Is the data good or bad? Do you know that?
I assume good. I assume good. It's been a good morning anyway. So, right, let me get an elephant because I have.
Ayla says to Gareth, "What is this data you talk about, Gareth? There's people about to kill us. I'm in my underpants. What are you talking about, data?"
Hey, look, clearly you don't know. Like, data is clearly like a type of axe.
Yeah. Okay. What is this Ofsted? Ofsted? What Ofsted? What?
Ofsted. That is slang for like when you take like a limb off. You know, like off. Normally a leg.
Right.
Because like when you off the stead, and then they can't they can't stead or stand anymore. So
right,
Ofsted. And like yeah.
We have 2 people about to burst through that door that you need to Ofsted.
Right.
Here we go.
Right. So now you should have the map up. Well, I'll put the map up on Discord for you guys to see. Sorry about this to anyone who is watching this thinking, hey, this is going to be a professional set of people. Yeah. Okay, so I've kind of put it in the situation that you were in. So, Eli, you were down in front of the door. You were over here, Corvax. You were over here. Lynx was actually over here as well.
Where's Mulrin?
So Mulrin is just Bronwyn. Bronwyn. Yeah, Bronwyn. Hang on 1 second. Gotta put Bronwyn in there. Where are you, Bronwyn?
Whilst you're doing I'm going to shout to Mulrin. Mulrin! You need to heal me.
And yeah, he is your what you do. The initiative order. I think we're back at the top of the round because I finished it at the top of the round. So it would be Morvin's turn at the top of the round. So yeah, what would you like to do?
Go, Italian Mulrin.
I'd really appreciate if you could do some healing.
So I will. Can I sort of just run across? Is it how much of a step is it?
Just so you mean to get across. Where would you like to get to?
Is it like, how much of a drop is it into the water?
It's not too much of a drop. It's a small step into the water, and the water itself is probably about.
Just run across.
Yeah, you can get across there. It's 5, 10, 15. It's half moving in there, but you can manage to get just about there. It's fine.
I will then. I think. I have an idea. I will. So it's my bonus action, healing word.
Okay.
Oh, brilliant.
Which I need to find out. How much is healing word?
Healing words.
Healing word is
1d4 for each. Sorry. 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Alright, I will cast 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier, which. Spellcasting plus 6. Okay. So that is 12 hit points.
Yes, thank you.
Nice.
Bless you, Maureen. Thank you.
I will then go and I will do this thing where lots of snakes will come out of my hands and then they'll flap onto Ayla and sort of wrap around him. So you've got snakes now crawling over your person.
Nice.
So giving you a sort of you don't feel bad. You feel like these are nice protective snakes now wrapping and crawling all across your body as I cast Shield of Faith.
Ooh, nice.
Your AC goes up by 3.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
So now AC is now 13. Because you're doing a practice. Just so you know, Mike, you are breaking up slightly.
What is AC? Is it AC's 10 plus what modifier?
I think when you're not wearing any armor, I think it's just 10.
Higher than 10.
Oh yeah, so it should be. What's your dex modifier?
Oh no.
3.
Your actual AC now is 16.
Wow.
Yeah,
Not bad. Okay, so that's Maureen's turn. Raljin, it'll be your turn next.
Okay. Right. So at the moment, I cannot see anything, can I?
No, because the guys here, hang on, there and over there,
Yeah.
they're beyond the door. So there's like a doorway just in front of Ayla.
Is the door shut?
Yes, Ayla ran through it and then closed it.
Yep, that's correct.
I would like to take 2 steps back.
Okay.
Then I will save my attack for when the door bursts open.
Okay, so when the door goes open, you will do something. Okay, Lynx, what is Lynx going to do?
Lynx is going to run to my side and save her attack for in case anything gets close.
Okay, so there. And okay, it's his turn. So this guy, you guys don't see, but he's going to come and join us, so he's probably get his full movement to there. And he's going to do something that you can't see. Ayla, it's your turn.
Oh, right, so they didn't. I reserved an attack and they didn't.
Oh, right, okay. So, no. This guy would go first for you, so I believe they don't go at the same time. So, he is going to give you a perception check, Ayla.
It's 6.
6. You don't hear anything. So,
I'm rubbish on that.
He's going to come forward and just tell me your positioning exactly.
So, I am positioned, so I've shut the door. I positioned so when that door's flung open, it doesn't hit me, but I'm on the other side, so I'm ready to just stab him as soon as he comes through.
Okay. So, as he runs, he's the big burly guy. So he starts. And you only hear it as just as he gets to the door, he's going to burst through the door immediately to basically hit who's ever on the other side. However, you guys get an attack of opportunity first, because, well, not an attack of opportunity, but your attack. So, Eli, you go first. What are you doing?
I'm going to attack him with my sword.
With his brother's sword.
Right, so I rolled 13. What do I add on? My dex.
To attack with a sword. It's your strength.
Right, so I rolled 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay, that will just hit. Yes.
And is it a D6 damage with that crappy weapon?
Yeah, 1d6 plus your strength modifier.
Right, okay. 3 plus 3 is 6.
Okay, 6 points of damage.
That's garbage, is that so?
Okay. And Raljin, you get your attack as well?
Sorry, doesn't Ayla have a multi-attack?
I have a multi-attack.
Because this isn't an attack of opportunity, is it? This is your actual attack, so yes, you have 2 attacks. Yeah, go for it.
18 plus 3 is 21.
21 hits.
Roll a d6. It's a 6 plus 3 is 9.
9 points of damage. Okay, still standing, and he's pissed.
Raljin, now it's your turn.
Okay. Well, that's 14.
14?
Yeah, that will not hit, unfortunately. And you got your second attack?
That is 24.
Okay, 24. 1 second. 24 will hit. Just realised I'm getting double the mics on here. Yeah. Right. I'm going to have to sort out. I've got some technical difficulties going on here today.
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Yeah. Okay, 1 second. So I do apologise, I'm just having a few technical difficulties today. Can someone just go onto the stream and just see what my voice sounds like on it? Because I've got 2 mics going on, it might be distorting things, which might not sound very good.
Yeah, it's doubling up.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to turn one of them off. For some reason my headphones aren't picking any sound up, so I'm a bit pingy with it. Hello? 1 second. I'm sorry guys, anyone that's watching the stream, I'm really sorry.
We can hear you again now.
Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah.
So my sound isn't playing through, like you guys are coming from my headphones, but nothing else is. So like, I have my music and stuff that normally come from my headphones, and it's not.
Well, as long as you can hear us, that's the main thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I can't hear any music.
No, you guys won't be able to hear the music. It's fine. It's just distracting me slightly. It's fine. It's okay. We'll keep going. So I'm just going to take off one of my mics. So if I do that, hopefully it's going through. It's using my computer mic rather than my headset mic. Does that sound any better, Rob? Can you just check for me? So if I'm just talking and just seeing if it's actually any better. Hopefully it is.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, that's all right then. I'm sorry for anyone that was watching and that distortion was there. Okay, right. So that was another 24 points of damage. Is that right? 24 points damage?
12.
12 points of damage.
I mean, I'll take 24.
No, 12 is fine. 12 is fine. That's your turn. We are round 2. Oh no, still his turn. Sorry, I do apologise. He's going to burst through. He goes, you, and he looks down at you, Elar, takes his club, and he's going to go. He's going to whack you with his club because he's pissed at you, killing his brother. That is 24 to hit.
Right, that hits, but I'm gonna parry. I'm gonna use my last superiority dice to parry.
Okie dokie. So sorry, that's the wrong dice.
Pardon me. That is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
So I'll use my superiority dice, which is a 4,
Mm-hmm.
and I add my. Oh, let me just check what I add. I didn't know. Parry. Add your dex modifiers, so that's 4 plus 3 is 7.
7. Okay, so you take 5 points of damage instead.
Yep.
And his second attack is 15. That's going to miss, isn't it?
Yes, now it
So
is.
it's second, yeah, because of the shield of faith. There, the second attack misses.
Oh, well done, Mulrin.
Okay. Right. It's the elephant's turn. What's the elephant going to do?
The elephant.
He's going to turn around 180 degrees
Okay.
and head up the tunnel where the other one ran away. I don't think he's going to be able to fit through the grate, is he?
No. So there, it'll go 5, 10, 15, 20. I think they have 40 feet of movement.
I don't think he'll be able to squeeze by that pillar, will he?
Well, he can. It's just a bit of a squeeze. He'll kind of budge it and break it a little bit, but he can get past. And then he gets to there. That's his foot. That's his movement, I think. No, that's his movement, and
he'll hold his attack. I'll say a stomp attack for anything that comes within his range.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Right, we will move round to Gareth's turn. What's Gareth going to do?
We got no sign of this new monster that's coming, right?
No, you can still hear sort of like noises coming from beyond here.
And seems a bit sort of clustered around Alar. Alar seems to be doing fine. I'm sure he's great. He did say with like someone to kill there, but to be fair, it looks like some bloke. I'm sure he can handle that. So I'm going to do a full run up to go with my new buddy, my new ripping people apart buddy, me elephant.
Okay.
So I'm going to just run, so I'm just alongside the elephant.
Okay. And are you doing anything like holding any actions? Are you going to do any holding your actions? Or... What was that? Sorry.
As soon as anything comes out that door and is in range of me, I am charging it.
Okay, fair enough. Right, or you will attack it because you've used all your movement.
Charging it.
Okay, so that's your turn. You just to let you know, Mike, you are still breaking up slightly today. I'm not sure what it is that you keep breaking up every now and then. Right, dead. Okay, this guy, the guy that ran away, I'm going to get him to, he's doing something beyond there. Actually, Gareth, make are you looking beyond that gate, waiting for something? Gareth. Is he gone? No, he's still there. Mike? He's still there. He's still there. Maybe Mike's gone rogue. Or maybe he's trying to sort out his microphone or something.
No, Jay's
I'm just trying to work out. Yeah, I was going to try and work out. Phil, who did you knock off at Discord to cause these problems?
I don't know. The problem with the sound and everything else, that was me. That was my fault. But it's coming through the computer mic and not my DM mic, which is weird. If I... And then talk through this one, I should still be heard through the thing. Because I don't know why. I've overcomplicated things, I think. Just waiting for Mike to come back, and then we'll ask him what he's doing. I don't want that one open. Hello?
Can you not hear me?
Not very well.
Ugh. Right. Yeah. No,
No,
not good.
that's fine. That's fine.
We can hear you now.
I'll just reconnect. Okay. Back in.
Okay. No problem. So our game tonight is sponsored by nothing.
And
Can you hear
probably
me
never
now?
will be. Yes.
We can hear you now, but I think there might be a delay because you're answering things that we asked earlier.
Yeah. Okay. No, disconnecting and reconnect.
Okay. So.
Tonight's episode will be called Technical Difficulties.
Well, I've already named it Screeches from the Darkness, so, you know. Why can't I? This is really annoying. Why am I hearing sound through my computer when I've got my headphones plugged in? This is really annoying.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, we can hear you, Mike. I would hazard a guess you've probably got the stream open in a window somewhere, and you're hearing the echo come back that way.
Maybe. Maybe. Do. I'd love to know what's going on with mine. It's weird.
Right, well, we're all here.
We're all here. Is Mike back?
I am here. If you can hear me.
Yes, we
yeah,
can.
we can hear you now. That's fine. Okay, so terribly sorry to our viewers or anyone that's watching. So I want you to make a perception check, Mike. If you're looking beyond that grate, if you're looking for something coming out, just make me a perception check, please.
14.
14. It's very dark beyond there. But there is something that actually hits you as you're getting closer to it. There's a heat that kind of wafts through. So the closer you get to those grates, you can feel like a radiating heat that comes through there. It's quite dark, but with an orange hue beyond, sort of like further beyond that tunnel, and you can still hear this kind of screeching, kind of like sound from beyond there, and you can hear what sounds like pattering in the water, as if something is circling around in there. Then, it's their turn. So, and as you're looking, and I'm gonna have to pull it up now. So, as that's happening, and I know you've got an action saved, but let's go with this. Where is it? Gotta find it now. This is where I have things under control. Probably in there. That's the one. A dinosaur-like, bird-like creature runs out of the darkness. It's kind of got like a long, sharp snout that sticks out, huge, long arms protruding out with claws, and huge wings on its back. It walks bipedal on two legs, much like a velociraptor, and it runs towards both you and the elephant. And I'm going to roll for which one it goes for. It's going to go for the elephant, so it jumps on the elephant and starts attacking. The elephant, however, does get to make its attack, its stomp attack first. So, what would the elephant like to do?
Well, go for the stomp attack. So
it's a stomp attack, yeah. So go for it.
Yeah. So 15 on dice. I don't know what the modifiers are.
15 on dice. Hang on a second. Bloody thing. Okay. Let's have a look. It's definitely. I reckon that'll hit if that's 15 on dice. And 1 second. Okay, and Sorry, 1 second. I've got to check the stats, but I'm pretty sure that hits. Yeah, 15 plus its modifiers will hit. Yep, so roll for damage.
Which one was that for the stomp? Was it the D?
Yeah, for
D6s or D10s?
stomp for the elephant is D10s, 3D10s plus 6.
Okay, so 17. 3 plus 6, 29 points of damage.
29 points of damage. Nice. 29. There we go. Oh, no, I just gave it 29. Nope. Let's try that again. Okay, so, yeah, it stomps on this creature, but it's going to make its attack on the elephant. Yeah, that's definitely good. It's a 19 on the dice. So it jumps out at the elephant with its talons.
Just remember, the elephant was kind of buggered up by
the elephant
hitting the wall.
was not in a good way. So...
I don't know. I don't think he got damaged by anything else, but he'd taken 60 points of damage if memory serves.
Yeah, it's not in a good way. In fact, I think this might actually finish it off, I'm afraid. So I'm a bit thingy because I haven't got my iPad stand on. Whoa. And I'm going to 2d6 plus 3. Whoa. That's killed it. So that's 13 points of damage. It jumps up and it sinks its talons into the elephant's sort of neck and into its throat and begins to rip it open. The elephant then falls down to the ground, and then you just see it shrink, and then it disappears into the water below the waterline, into the flowing water. That one's gone, and yeah, it disappears under the water. This water, by the way, is flowing down this way. There's a slight current to it. Right, it's then going to... Oh, it does have multi-attack, but it doesn't have any movement left. So that's going to be its turn. However, another one runs out of the darkness and is going for you, Gareth. So, Gareth, you have your attack of opportunity first, or your saved attack. So your prepared attack, so you can do that first.
Even though it's probably not to my advantage here, but fuck it, I'm reckless attacking because it's what I do. And yes, that means you do get advantage on all your attacks.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20 will hit, so roll for damage.
Oh, nice. That's a 22.
22 points of damage. Where am I? That's on number 2. Nice.
Maximum damage.
Nice. Right. So it's going to make its attack on you, and it's got 2 of them. So its first attack with natural 20. Even with, yeah, that's a 2 and a natural 20. So you're taking. It's going to go for its talons attack. Oh wait, no, that's D10s for talons. Where are my D10s? Come on, D10s. There's 1. And 2. So you take... Ooh. Okay. 14 plus 3. So 17 points of slashing damage on your first... On the first... Sorry, doubled. But then halved again. So it's doubled then halved, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's 17. So you take 17 points. And is it only advantage on the first attack against Reckless, or is it all attacks?
All attacks.
Okay, second attack then is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah.
Okay. So that is... Oh, these are really nice. That is 15, 16, 17, 18 points of damage, but that's half, so 9 points of damage on that one. Okay. And that's going to be that one's turn. And then we're back around to the top of the round. So, oh no, sorry, Korvax, it's your turn. Do apologise.
So seeing Gareth's in trouble, I will. So here's a question for you. So because I'm a crossbow master,
yes,
I can just fire on a bonus attack, can't I?
Yes.
So if I, in theory, could I double dash and then use my bonus to attack?
Double check.
It's a bit of a grey area. I just thought I'd double check that because
The answer is yes, because you're spending your when you do a dash, you're spending your action and your move. You still maintain your bonus action.
Well, as a goblin, you can use your bonus action to dash anyway, can't you? Or is it as a rogue you can use your bonus action to dash? So you'd still have your action.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, you could do it.
Either way, we spin it. Okay, so
Yeah.
I want to move to that pillar in front of Bronwyn.
Yeah.
And that should give me plenty of range. I should be in range to fire on the thing that Gareth's hitting.
Yes.
Okay, so because Gareth's within 5 feet, so that's 18, 19, 21, 22, 24 to hit.
That will hit. Yep. Roll for damage.
So I get sneak attack. That's not particularly great. 5, 6, 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Oh, 12 points of damage. Yep. Nice. The one that's on Gareth.
Yep. And question: is the water flowing towards me or towards the grate?
It's flowing opposite away from you, so it's flowing towards the grate.
Right.
That is your turn. So we are round to back there. Bronwyn. So he's going to to engage these. So he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he'll get 30. He'll get within fighting range of these, but he is a fighter, so he's going to use his his not second wind. What's it called?
Action surge.
Action surge. There you go. He's going to use his action surge to do his attack. So first attack is going to hit and damage. Yes, 15 points of damage. Nice. On that first one, he's going to go for his second attack. That is 22 to hit. Oh, and that's 14 points of damage. Bloody hell. Nice. He's just going in, sliced it twice across the chest and tried to rip off one of its wings and doesn't quite get it, but it's definitely bleeding. This creature just kind of opens its beak and screeches in his face. Right, Morvin's turn. What's Morvin going to do?
Morwin is going to go up to this man, and he's a very bad man. I'm trying to think what he would do. Let's have a look at what spells we've got here. Something evil. Doesn't look like he's got a high will.
What we're thinking.
Morwen's going to sort of maybe just peer around the corner and cast. Just give me a check here. Sorry, I'm just looking up.
It's all right. You're playing someone else's character, so it's.
Yeah. Limited to a sentence or two. Oh, okay. Sentence or two. So Morwen is going to go up. He's going to cast suggestion on him, and he's going to say, He's going to say, "Everyone dies. You're going to die today if you continue this action. You should run before the snakes eat your corpse."
Okay. So you're suggesting to him to run before the
Yep.
snakes get him. Okay, that's a wisdom saving throw, isn't it?
Yep.
Nat one.
He's running.
Yeah, on his next turn he will be running in the opposite direction. Absolutely. So yeah, as you say this, he doesn't make it happen, but he sees snakes begin to sort of like crawl around Mulrin's shoulders and going towards him. No one else sees it, just him. And you see a look of fear and just horror in his eyes, and he sort of begins to turn his heel. And yeah, he'll be running on his next turn. Right, so that's Mulrin's turn. Raljin, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Okay, I am going to.
Did specify leave no survivors?
Yeah, I know. I am going to move 15 feet upwards towards the monstery dinosaur bird things.
2, 3, yep.
Yeah, that's... Actually, move me another 15 feet.
Okay. Then what would you like to do?
I'm going to transfer my hunter's mark onto the one near Bronwyn, because I've got a better line of sight on that.
Okay.
And I am going to attack it.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
That is 23.
23, that will definitely hit.
That is... Oh, that's kind of poo. 10 points of damage on the first hit.
10 points on the first hit, yep.
Is a dirty... Oh no, it's not a dirty 20, it's a 21.
That will hit.
It's the exact same roll, 10 points of damage.
10 points, another 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit it. It seems to hurt it. You go, and screeches screeches in sort of like your direction. And yeah, there's a funny odor that's now sort of emitting into the area.
Yeah. The arrows just zoom, zoom past either side of Bronwyn's head.
Yeah, and he does not flinch. He just stands over his sword, just sort of like mid slash as it all happens. Kind of maybe one flips his ears and he just does not flinch at all. Lynx's turn. What's she going to do?
Lynx is going to run across the water.
Okay. Which way? Oh, across there. Yeah.
Yeah. And she is going to hold her action in case any of the bad guys get through.
Okay. Right. With that, it's the bad guy's turn. There is one that is dueling with Ayla. They've kind of in a bit of a scuffle there. I'll go for him first. So he's going to
Run away.
Oh yeah, he's going to run the hell away. So he starts running this way. He's running past. Snakes! He's going to use his full movement actually to get into here. And actually, I'm going to have him cower. He's going to go behind this table. He's going to start cowering. You hear his the other guy. He's like, "What are you doing? Supposed to be fighting. I'm not running away." He's like, "Snakes!"
Can I get his free strike?
Ayla can have a free strike. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you get attack of opportunity.
Absolutely. It's a 15 plus 3 is 18.
That will hit. Yes, roll for damage.
It's a whopping 6 plus 3 is 9.
9 points of damage. Yep, he still manages to run away. He's not dead yet.
Yeah, is this God, it's garbage.
Okay, and the other guy, he's got a crossbow ready. As soon as he sees you run away and sees you in this sight, he's going to shoot his crossbow at you. That is 19 to hit.
Yeah.
So, crossbow damage.
It's an elephant.
6, 7, 8 points of piercing damage to one shoulder. And the second one is an actual 1. He shoots the second one, and it flies well past you. And
Does his crossbow lock?
he starts to have trouble with his crossbow. Yeah, it's not looking. You know, it's not going to do much to him. But yeah, he misses completely, and his crossbow locks up. That's their turn. Ayla, it's your turn.
I'm gonna charge up to the one with the crossbow and stab him.
Run in and give me an attack roll.
16 plus 3 is 19.
That will hit. Yeah, roll for damage.
4 plus 3 is 7.
7 points of damage. Okay. That's yeah. He's still standing. He hasn't had much damage done to him at all.
Right, so I'm covered in snakes. I've killed one of the 3 of them. I'm gonna intimidate him and attack him again. Really scream at him.
Go
like,
for it.
Like a warrior's sort of roar and scream at him and attack him.
Go for it.
It's a natural 1.
Oh. Yeah, you just kind of come across as desperate as he doesn't flinch at all.
Your
Oh,
voice
you know
breaks.
what?
As you're there covered in snakes, but still in your undercrackers. And as you just
Damn, damn these dice to
He'll-
heck.
he looks at you, smiles as he begins to unclip one. He kind of lowers down his crossbow and begins to unclip one of his daggers from his side that he seems to have a lot more proficiency with. That's going to be your turn, unless you're doing.
Mulrin, I could do with some healing.
Yeah. Just sort of run across going, oh!
Well, the elephant is dead, so it's
I
not
can't
his turn.
believe I did all this big butch sort of intimidating thing and rolled a 1.
Garroth, it's your turn.
The bird has slashed me deep across the chest, drawing blood. I will look at my chest wound for a brief moment, look at the bird creature, and say, "You have made me bleed. Honor and respect." However, I'm probably still gonna eat you. I'll then proceed to give off the smacker with my axe. Ugh, not a crit. So that is only 23 to hit.
Is that all? Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, brilliant! That's 22 damage. That's a lovely 12 on the dice.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do my bonus action to give myself another attack. Ugh. 19.
19 does hit.
Oh, another 22. My D12 is being a good boy tonight.
So 22 damage.
Yep, another 22.
Nice. It's not looking good at all, this creature. It's looking very weak. As you sort of slash into it and begin to hack into it, one of its wings is beginning to sort of like fall off at the hinges. Its arm is sort of going to swing around, but you've done something to its shoulder blade, so it takes out its other talon and is going to go up to slash you with that on its next turn, which I believe is now. So it's going to make its attack on you. Its first attack is a 16.
Is a miss.
Is a miss. Second attack. Oh, it's another natural 20. Different dice this time. So you take. So this is its talons. So 2d10 plus 3. Yep. Okay, so that is quite a lot of damage. So that is 24 points of damage.
Right.
So, but it's halved, isn't it, for you?
Yep.
So,
Well, it's no double for you.
put him.
Just means no double.
Oh yeah, so 24. So, yep. And that is no, sorry, not 24, 23. So I do apologise. I was in 4 instead of 3. 23 points of damage. Because I rolled double tens. And it's now... Oh, it's the other one's turn. It's going to make an attack on Bronwyn. That is 17. So that is actually going to miss him. Second attack is 16, so that one's going to miss him as well. So it goes and it hits him and slashes him twice. It hits his armor and just dinks his armor. And he just looks at the creature, cocks an eyebrow, and as if to say, what was the point in that? It's your turn, Korvax. What are you doing? Are you on mute?
Okay, so I will take aim at the one that hit Garroth.
Uh-huh.
And miss with my first one.
Okay.
I'm going to miss with my second one as well. In a panic to try and save my best friend. I got a 11 on the first one and a 12 on the second one.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, that'll
that's
miss.
going in dice jail.
Ouch. So yeah, that definitely misses both times. Are you doing anything else? Are you moving?
No movement. No, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Bronwyn, as he cocks an eyebrow, he looks at the creature, and is gonna miss the first time. He rolled a 12, so that's a miss. And the second one, that's better. He hits on his second one, so he deals... Ooh. 18 points of slashing damage to it. Still not enough to kill it, but it's done quite significant damage. So that is his turn. Go around back to the top of the round, and... oops. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, sorry, yeah, Maureen's turn. What's Maureen doing?
Oh, Maureen.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that's me. Right. Sorry, I'm doing Gareth voice. I'm a Maureen. It is not looking good for Ayla. He seems to be screaming like a wussy woman.
He's in his underpants again.
In his underpants. I am becoming Borat.
Boring.
Boring. Ella, what are you doing? I give you all of these nice spells and the hit points, and you run away in your underpants. What is happening?
He said, check out my trick.
Ugh.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, hang on. So, get to there if you like. Okay, so Toll the Dead, roll for, is it a saving throw or is it just a damage? Okay, this is the other one. Oh my, another nat 1. It's really funny actually, because it's, on the last nat 1 was on the same dice that I rolled the nat 20 on Garroth, and this nat 1 was on the other dice that I rolled the nat 20 on Garroth, so it's just payback. So yeah, nat 1, how much damage? Oh, nice. Ouch. What'd you say, 18? 18 points of damage. Oh, hang on, wrong one. 18 points of damage, nice. I mean, he's still standing, but he's not happy. As the snakes are wrapping around him, he's like, ah, ah, ah! He gets his dagger out of his holster and starts slashing at them, but no, it doesn't do much to him. Not mechanically, no. Oh dear. Raljin, it's your turn. What would you like to do? Okay. Oh, well, that's gonna miss. And you break. No, you don't break your blazing bowstring. 28. That will definitely hit. Do 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 do. Diddle-doo. 18 points of damage on the one on Bronwyn. Hang on. Yeah, no, it's still standing, but it's looking very weak at this point. They're both looking pretty knackered at this point, but they're still going for it. There's something demonic and hellish about these creatures. Something bestial that doesn't quite. It doesn't scream. What's the word? Terrestrial in any way. There's something demonic about these things. It's. Okay. And that is what Lynx will do. She's going to run in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she can do a slashing attack. I know. That will hit. Roll for damage. Cool. $13 points of damage. Nice. He's looking pretty beat up, but he's not dead yet. No, I don't think she gets a bonus action. Excellent. Right, it is. It's their turn. So he's going to respond in kind. But the first, I think he's going to pick his target as ALR. So he rips out his dagger. And his hand goes onto the other one. It brings them both out. The crossbow hits to the floor. And he's going to make his first attack on you. That is a 17 to hit. And... where am I? There we are. Ah. Oops. That is 2, 4. Oh, bollocks. Dropped it under my sofa. Hang on. 8. 8 points, 9, 10, 11. 11 points of slashing damage on the first attack with a with a dagger, yes. He's proficient as abilities. His second attack on you is probably going to miss, actually. That is a 14 to hit. Okay, so that one misses. So the second attack that goes on you misses. So it's, yeah, so he goes to attack you once, slices you right across your chest, and, you know, your underwear just slices across your chest. You've got this hole in your undercrackers now. Yeah. And he goes to attack you again. You see it coming. You kind of dodge out of the way of it, and he looks angry. Right. It's not the daggers. The daggers are standard daggers. Well, there might be +1 daggers, but it's the ability that the character has that makes them more powerful and do more damage. Right. It's not the elephant's tail. Elephant's dead. It's Ayla's turn. What would you like to do, Ayla? Ayla? Are you muted? He looks frozen. Just let it go. Oh yeah, we can now. Yeah, you're back. Yeah, you're back. Oh. Okay then. Roll for an attack. Okay. 15 plus 3. That hits. Four points of damage. It's not enough to kill him, I'm afraid. Okay. Yeah. Are you adding your proficiency onto that? Is that your strength? Yeah, but you got to add your proficiency as well. You're proficient with swords. Yeah, and then you add. Good point. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. 21 hits. Yes. Simon, how do you want to do this? Excellent. As you do so, the sword, which you've only just become accustomed with recently, just comes right across. It doesn't quite go all the way through, as it's not the best sword, but you kind of push a little harder, and it goes right through. The head then lops off and falls to the ground. The two daggers, ding, fall to the ground as the rest of the body just goes down onto its knees and just flops backwards onto the ground in front of you, with blood pouring out of the neck hole. Nice kill. As you do this, I did forget it was the other guy's turn, and suggestion. How long does suggestion last, Maureen? Okay. So I think you might be right. What? Wow. So. Does he have suggestion? He does have suggestion, doesn't he? Yeah. So, Tiger must make a wisdom saving throw. Doesn't make other saving throws on its other turn. So yeah, he's still cowering. Yeah. He's gonna keep running. Yep. Okay. So yeah, there's two daggers on the floor, which you see that they look finely crafted. So you can certainly pick those up. So yeah, you can pick those up off the floor. They are yours. Right. With that, the other guy is still cowering because that's what he was told to do, and that was the suggestion. So Garroth, it's your turn. Oh yeah, you can. Oh yeah, you've got your movement. Yeah. What would you like to do? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, you can get to there. Right, okay. So if he's there, I think he's used both his actions, so that's that. So now it's Gareth's turn. Go. That will hit. Roll for damage. $21 points of damage. How would you like to do it? Okay, you do it. You kind of, acting goes, and it's kind of, its neck kind of falls down limp to the ground, as the rest of it just kind of flumps down as you kind of drag it, stick it onto the side. It does kind of flop into the sewer water slightly. It's quite a big creature, but yeah, you've successfully killed the creature. With advantage, because, well, you're reckless as well, but you're flanked. Oh. Yeah, that definitely hits, so roll for damage. 21 points of damage. How do you want to do this? So Bronwyn. To which he replies, "Are you ever going to let that go?" Look, I had been farming for maybe a few days. Just give me the benefit of the doubt, at least. As that's going on, it would be their creature's turn, but they are dead. Korvax, it's your turn. So there's only one of them left now. There's that guy there, which Elar is going for, but no. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you to there. Are you going to search there? Because obviously searching is an action to actually actively look for something in murky sewage water. Okay, it's about there. Okay. Okay, so give me an investigation roll. (17). You kind of put your hand in, you're searching around. You can feel that the water is flowing quite quickly past your hands as you kind of put it in. You can't feel anything in this particular area. You can only imagine that it's probably been carried slightly further forward into where the warmer climate is through this direction. So that's your turn. We'll go back round to, it would be Bronwyn's turn. He's going to say, "Where's Elar? I'm going to go get Elar," and he's going to start heading down this way. He's going to use his full movement. Be able to get to about here. He's going to head across that way. What's Molring going to do? Okay. Okay. Roll. Oh, it's wisdom, isn't it? So that is a 13. And he screams and howls in terror as these snakes are sinking the teeth into him until, yeah, it becomes too much and he dies of fright and fear from these snakes that are biting into him. Yeah, he dies on the floor. He's gone. He's a goner. As you told the dead. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. You have in your hand a very finely crafted, very menacing-looking club. That is a +1 club that you have there. So, for you, because he has an ability with clubs, so he does more damage, but it does +1 damage. So, let me just find club in here. Da-da-da. Sorry? Oh, I see. You ordered food and you didn't order any for us. Oh, I feel, yeah. Okay, so for this club, it's usually it's 1d4 bludgeoning, but this one is 1d4 +1 bludgeoning. Did you hear that, Simon? It's 1d4 +1 bludgeoning. Yeah, club's only 1d4. Because this guy is very strong and has an ability that gives him extra hit, extra dice of damage on it. No, club is 1d4. Yeah, it's all about like monster abilities. When weapons do more damage for other creatures, but they don't do the same for you, it's because monsters have abilities, just like you have abilities with certain weapons, such as like your superiority dice and stuff like that. So yeah. So it is 1d4 +1. So it's plus. So you've got 2 +1 daggers, and you've got a +1 club there. Right. Okay. With that fight over, before we go into break, you see as Maureen goes into there, Maureen also sees that there's a person in the cell. He's actually come closer. He's about there, so you can just about see him because the chain's attached him to the wall. You see him looking down. He looks at you, kind of through the bars, and this is actually the first time he's getting a good look at you, and see that he's looking at both of you with a familiarity. He says, "It's you. You're the ones that I met on the bridge. Are you with her?" And then we're going to go to a break. So, are you okay to go for a break? Come back in about 10 minutes? Yep. So, yeah, when we come back from the break, we'll find out, hopefully have a conversation with Pannon over here. And, yeah, we'll maybe find out what's beyond the grate. There's also some other things in here that might be worth investigating, such as the master room over here, and whatever else you'd like to do. So we'll come back in about 10 minutes, and, yeah, we'll continue. We'll continue things, and I might just go onto the stream and just see if things are working the way I want them to, because they've been a bit weird today. Okay, right, I will see you in about 10 minutes, guys. See you shortly. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Call It Crits, where the party are in a bit of a situation where they've defeated the Infernals that are currently guarding this part of the Infernals base. I guess what it was. They defeated Bawazan, the leader of this particular area, and the other Infernals that are here. And they weren't weak by any means, so it's quite a feat. Plus, two demonic creatures, sort of half bird, half dinosaur-like creatures that emerged from further down the tunnel, where there is a strange heat that is emitting from the area. Now, you guys have just sort of finished the fights, and you're sort of like, thinking about what to do, whereas Pannon, the other prisoner that was in the cell next door to Alar, he's recognizes you as those people from the bridge. He looks over and towards you, and the last thing he said was, "It's you. You're the ones from the bridge. Are you with her?" And that's where we ended it before the break. So, what was that, Mike? That woman, yeah. Yes, you can. So, yeah, well, I'll only keep the map up now just so you can see what's around. We'll roleplay you moving around and stuff like that, just because the viewers can't see the map, so this is just for your reference, really. So yeah, you can head into. So would you all like to head in and sort of get together? So you all get together. Okay. So you'll assist. Okay. So you guys are looking for that. So we'll do this in two parts. So Raljan, you were the first to react. So you head on in, and you head in where Morvin and Alar are, and you can see. You see Pannon in the cell. As soon as you walk in, there's he looks at you with recognition as well. It's... I mean, you can if you like. You want to do a history check. Straight 16. It is personal history. Now, he looks very dishevelled. His long black hair is matted and it looks like it hasn't been cleaned in weeks. And it kind of falls over and scraggles over his face. He's got facial hair that sort of is sort of scraggy and comes down as if it's it's kind of patchy in places, as if he can't actually grow one properly. But he's not been shaved in quite some time as well. He's dirty and probably covered in his own feces because there's no proper toilet in there. He looks like he's had things thrown at him when he's probably kicked up a fuss. He doesn't look in a good way at all, but you kind of look past it. And yeah, you recognise him as Pannon, the same Pannon that teased you way back when you met Dondon for the first time when Dondon was in Ashenok. He looks back at you with the same familiarity. He didn't see your face before when you met on the bridge. You were specifically covered up, but he looks at you now and he sees you and he does recognise you. There is a recognition and almost a look of shame in his eyes as he kind of backs away, but still speaks as you walk into the room. It's like, look, please just let me out of here. Just tell her I died or something. Just please. If you're not with her, then get me out of here before she comes back. If you're with her, then screw you. I thought that was you. It's Raljin, right? He kind of there's a long pause, almost as if he's trying to think of what to say. He just says, "Well, it was a long time ago. I was young. I was stupid, but that doesn't excuse it." No, this was well in Raljin's past. Well, a couple of years. No. I need you to know that I am sorry. After it had happened and after we left, me and Dondon, we spoke. And I told him what happened. I told him the truth. And he was not pleased with me. It was actually the last time we spoke. He was, I don't know, it's the first time I'd ever seen him pissed off, to be honest. He was angry because I'd apparently ruined a friendship that he'd had for quite some time. And I'd let him down. I was one of his favorite students, and I let him down. I went to that bridge that night because, well, I was hoping that we could forgive each other. Well, I hope that I can see him and we can. Okay, just please get me out of here. It's been a few days since she's been here, but she might return. Okay. You take the key, and I assume that you go over and you unlock the cage. He's in there, and there is a smell that kind of hits you. There's a bucket over in the corner, well, like a drain over in the corner. It's kind of like a concrete bucket put over the drain. That's just. It's not been cleaned. It's full of feces and urine, and there is a stonking stench that kind of hits you as you go in there, as if he's been here for quite some time. There's kind of a pile in the corner with sort of like some wooden bowls where his food has obviously been brought to him and just left in the corner. It's horrendous living conditions that he seems to have been left in. Please, I need one. You undo the chain around his ankle, and as you do, he immediately goes and begins to rub it, and you can see that it's just red and scabby and blistery all around his ankle, where it's obviously been rubbing against him, and there's just been no relief from that. This looks like he's not had it off in such a long time either. You head. So you get him out, and he's grateful. He kind of walks with a bit of a limp as he follows you out. Korvax and Garroth, you guys, you're looking for this elephant, and you see the water swimming on. It's been some time, so give me another investigation check. Okay. Dirty 20. So you're sort of still rummaging around. You haven't found it as you're moving along on your first try, so it seems to have moved a little bit further than you anticipated. But as you go along, you do notice that it is It's starting to get a little bit like not unbearably hot, but quite noticeably hot in here now. So it's very sauna-like. The sewage water is beginning to almost sort of steam up, and the room is beginning to get. You start to feel a bit of a sweat coming on as you travel further and further down this sewer channel. Yeah. Yeah, Bronwyn's on his way in that way as well. So, yeah, Bron will eventually sort of get into there, but not just yet. But yeah, he's left the hallway now. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Oh no. Okie dokie. 1 second, guys. I'm really annoyed at this. Okay, investigation looking for the footprints. I'm really sorry, guys. I've had more technical difficulties. Just speak for me. Yeah, it's not picking you up. Discord's not been picked up this whole bloody time. Sorry.
Whilst Phil's sorting.
I can cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Algin.
I think I've fixed it. I'm going to do a big apology to anyone that was watching. I can't go back and do it all, but yeah, for some reason it was not picking up any of your voices since we come back, so I'm really annoyed by that, but never mind. This is the things that come with streaming, isn't it? Let's not let it affect the game. So, sorry, Jay, you did a 22 looking for footprints. Even
or
with
any kind of hints of where that other guy went.
Okay, it's really difficult in here because you can see that he probably waded through the water to get this way. So as you sort of look for any hints or anything like that, unfortunately the water would cover any and all tracks that would be left as he waded through. The only real indication is you know that he must have gone straight forward. There's no other way he could have gone. There's no side doors.
No other candlesticks on the walls or anything along those lines?
No, nothing like that. It's actually really dark down here as you go in further. There's no lanterns or anything like that to light the way.
I've got dark vision though.
Yeah, I know that's fine. So yeah, you can see fine. And one thing you do notice actually is over, like say further on in the distance, is there is an orange hue further in the distance that sort of glows in the background. Seems to be something further down that's glowing a bright orange.
I'm going to just hold a finger up to my lips to gesture for Gareth to be quiet, and I'm going to get out of the water onto one of the side panels or the side paths, and I want to stealth up to the edge so I can peer in.
Okay. So you stealth up and you get to another grate on the wall. This one is open as well, just above the waterline. So in order to get under it, you'd have to sort of duck down under the sort of not under the water, but just down, so you're sort of like crouched into the water to get under if you were to get beyond it. So you can gather that this is the way that it's probably gone under here. You look in. The first thing you see in here is, well, first thing that hits you is the heat that kind of is sort of emitting from this area. There's kind of a fog that kind of sort of spreads around, almost like probably more of a steam actually. A mixture of steam and smoke that kind of fills the air, and you can hear. Let me see if I can do this sound. Kind of a noise coming from sort of like within the fog somewhere, but you can't quite see. Give me a perception check though to see what you do see.
16.
16.
9.
Sorry?
9.
9. So Korvax, you see it. It's harder for you, Gareth, but you see what appears to be a winged figure, very large, but sort of like silhouetted on the mist and the smoke, stood what appears to be in the middle of the room. Surrounding it appear to be cages of some kind, and there was a red glow about it.
I'm gonna gesture back, and once we're out, and I feel like I can whisper. I'm gonna say, I think we need the others for this, Gareth.
Right. I guess run back then.
Okay, you head back.
Yeah, stealthily to start with, and then once we kind of get a far enough distance away.
Okay. You make your way back to the main area where there's where the master room is and everything else. Are you going straight back to the other guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you head straight back to everyone else. And at this point, Bronwyn, or in the meantime, I'll say, just before you get back, Bronwyn comes in. The first thing he does is he enters in, he sees you there, Aylar, stood in your undercrackers. He kind of walks up to you proudly.
I'm wearing armour.
What armour?
The armour that I've just said. I've donned the armour of the person who was dead.
Oh, right, the dead guy's armour. Okay. So as you're putting your armour on, so like you're mid putting the chest plate on and maybe doing the braces, he kind of comes in, puts your hand on your shoulder and brings you in and actually gives you a hug.
Oh, that's nice. I'm going to reciprocate and give him a hug back.
Says, "What are you doing messing around with the Infernals? How did you manage to get kidnapped? Are you okay?"
I'm absolutely fine. I was protecting this consignment of gems that we managed to come across, and I was attacked by these Infernals.
You left one man in charge of stolen things that were stolen by the Infernals. I did recommend that we didn't go around waking people up in the middle of the night, and I did say we should protect the gems. However, this is a democracy, and people went where they wanted to go. I should have heeded the warnings anyway. But anyway, we can't be playing the blame game now. We need to get out of here. There could be more of them on the way, and we do not want to be mixed up in the Infernos. These are people that I and the Regal Stars have been investigating for quite some time, and they are not to be messed with.
Yes, I agree. Let us just get what we came here for, which is what we had initially: our armor, swords, potions, magical items, and gems, and then let's get out of here.
Wait, we came here for you.
Yes, but we need to get my belongings back, and they can't be far from here.
Yeah,
there we go.
They're I think I heard someone say that they're in the master room, so we just need to find that.
Do you know where it is?
No.
Can't be far from here.
Okay.
So are we there at this point?
Okay. Whilst this conversation is happening, you two sort of enter in through the room, and so you see Bronwyn is having a conversation with Aylar, and Raljin is helping Pannon, who is quite looks quite weak, so he's kind of hobbling along. And he actually puts his arm around your shoulder, Raljin, to keep himself steady.
Hey, like, there's this big room opposite, like when we were on the way back, like 2 big torches. That's probably like a place that's got other rooms. Also, big flamey thing, hot thing coming down the tubes from where those like demon bird things came. And who's this guy?
This is Pannon.
I'm going to draw my crossbow, point it at Pannon.
Oh, no.
I'm going to go and inspect it. Bear in mind, I still have my...
I recognise you. You were there on the bridge.
He doesn't recognise me.
Oh, he's pointing at Gareth.
Literally...
I know you all. I don't... Please call him off.
I'm gonna pull out my axe and go like, I don't know. I've got a pretty good memory. I'm pretty sure you weren't. What were we talking about?
Go and check him for tattoos and markings.
Yeah.
Be thorough about it.
Okay, all right, okay, I'm literally just going to go up to Pannon. He's probably not
Wait,
that strong at home, is he? I'm just going to pick him up and just like...
He as you pick him up, he winces as if his aching is quite brittle and you know it's not looking good. You kind of pick him, especially his leg that he kind of like winces at. He's not wearing much. He's wearing what would be the equivalent of his own undercrackers, but maybe with just a couple of extra layers. You kind of do and check it over. No, there's no distinguishing marks or anything that would be suspicious. As you look at him, it's not that hard to give this guy a look over. He's not wearing much.
Does anybody that has any food in their knapsack or anything, do we want to give it to Pannon to like, strengthen him up a bit? Because he hadn't eaten in a long while.
I'm not
maybe-
giving hot chocolate.
I think maybe bath first, then food, because you're covered in literal shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're starving, you're not going to care.
Mulwyn and just whisper to him, can he check to see if he's under any mind control or anything?
Yeah, good call.
I think he would respond with, I have no way of checking that apart from an archery, which is a bit inaccurate. I'm becoming Irish now.
Okay.
I am a Mulwyn. I can do a lesser restoration on him if that would work.
I want to save you the trouble. I'm not under any form of mind control. I promise. I've been kept captured down here for what I can only guess as being weeks, and I just months.
If you were mind controlled, that is exactly what you would say.
I am not this guy's best friend, but look at the state of him.
Exactly. Why is he alive?
One thing you did notice, Gareth, as you're giving him a thorough check over, is he does have a lot of scars on his arms. So across his arms, going down here, you can't see on my thing, but sort of going down his arms, you can notice that he's been frequently cut with a blade and left to bleed, and then it's been healed up. And usually, obviously, when you do a healing spell, it doesn't leave the scar tissue. This has been done so many times in the same place that it's left scar tissue.
That is absolutely shocking. Did they not teach you it's down the road, not across?
Yeah.
That was the dark. That was pretty bloody dark joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. You went there.
Yeah.
So they've been bleeding him, yeah?
Yeah.
They've been taking me frequently down. There's a room further down the channel. They have a summoning circle down there. They've been.
There's something in it now.
Yes, it's called a Baylor.
The demon chickens.
No, it can summon those things. They're called rocks. They're hellspawn. They use the Baylor to, well, they can. The Baylor gives them specific abilities that when they worship it, and it can also do things such as summon creatures and spawn from hell realms into this one that will obey the infernals. They've been using my blood as a way of sacrifice. I'm somewhat magically inclined, although I don't think I am anymore. I've been trying to use my powers for days and nothing.
Right, you maybe need a good bath and something to eat.
Well, let's get your gear back. I think the master room's around the corner.
Okay.
And I think we need to go and make sure that this demon isn't a threat to the rest of the city, because if that thing got out, the damage it could cause would be
That's just it.
unfathomable.
It's never left its circle. Whenever I go there, it always looks angry, as if.
Why do you go there?
They take me there. They take me there to bleed me. They've had. There's been others before me. Some of them didn't survive. They just leave the bones just lying there as if some sort of decoration. And I don't know why I've been surviving over and over and over and over and over again. But
Magic.
they seem to think it's. They seem to think that that my blood is appeasing this demon. To be honest, to me it doesn't seem like it's happy in there, but it's doing something for them. So I don't know. I don't understand it all.
Now,
Let's go and get everyone's gear, and then we can go and have a proper look.
So we all go in the room opposite with the carpet.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. So you head on over to the master room. In the master room, there is a chest, and there's other little like decorations on the wall, such as animal heads, and there's and like tarpins that kind of like dangle down from the walls, and then there's a table with like a quill and an envelope on there. That's been with a broken seal. Where would you like to head over to first?
Who's good at checking out for traps and magical curses?
Do the check-in for traps.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you checking for traps on?
The chest, and the table.
Okay. So you head on over to the chest and give me an investigation roll.
Can I assist him to give him advantage?
If you like, yeah, that's fine.
An 18 and a 4, so we'll take the 18. So proficiency 24.
Okay. This is definitely trapped.
Hey.
As you go to sort of like check out the lock, you notice that there's a small, minute trigger within the lock, and anyone that tries to open this without the proper key, it would set off some sort of trap. You can't tell exactly what the trap is, but you definitely see a trigger.
With that roll, could I see how to bypass it?
You can have a lower difficulty on trying to pick the lock.
Or we could find the boss dude and see if it's in his armor. I mean, his torso should be around, his body should be around here somewhere.
Go up, I pick up both halves and I drag him in.
Okay. You do enough investigating on the body until you do eventually find a small key with it kind of on the end of the key. It has the four-fingered fist on the end of the key. sort of like engraved in, is like a metal carving of the four-fingered fist, clutching. So it's like, to signify the infernals.
I'll gesture for everyone to get back, and I'll open the chest.
Hang on. Can you get Mulrin to cast guidance?
I've got the key.
Yeah, it's
so
got the key.
It should be alright. It's just I'm telling everyone to get back just in case.
Okay. You put the key in the lock, and you turn, and you hear it, and you open up the chest. So yes, the chest is now open. You fling it open. You push open the chest. Inside, you find two bags of what look to be gemstones. If you open up the bags, you find some gemstones in there. They appear to be in the similar style of bags that you actually noticed. Where the gems that were on the carts. There's a bag of. Hang on, let me just get my notes up because I've got it on here. Where are we? There is a bag of. It's on my Discord. 1 second.
The emerald dust.
No, it's not dust. So there is a bag. There is a bag of emeralds, and a bag of sapphires.
Okay.
Looks to
the other one.
So yeah, it's a bag of emeralds and a bag of sapphires in there. And
see if there's any hidden compartments in the box.
There's
as
also a dirty great big diamond in there. Probably worth about 500 gold. That diamond.
I'll throw that at Morwin.
He takes it quite happily. There is also a bag of gold in there, and in that bag of gold there is 600 gold pieces. Just gold pieces. And there is also Hang on. There's also a dagger in there as well.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Plus one.
It doesn't look like any ordinary dagger. So, but obviously you can't tell unless you were to cast an identify on it to properly inspect it.
Well, I'll grab that and I'll save it Morwin later. Okay. Well, if he's doing the identify thing, I'll throw it at Morwin to have a look at.
Okay.
So if we spend 10 minutes, I can do it. Are we standing here for 10 minutes?
Well, I'm presuming we're going to be searching the room because we're going to be looking for everyone's gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
We're going to be spending a while getting kitted out, and if my armor's there, I'm going to don that, so that's going to take a while.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, okay, yeah, Morlan will sit in a corner and he'll spend 10 minutes doing the identify ritual.
Okay, so... And, sorry, 1 second. So, this is, after he does the identify, I'll just fast track that one. This is an obsidian dagger of life stealing.
Oh, hello.
This might be good for you, Korvax. It's a dagger of life stealing.
Is he a Welsh Italian?
I know, I was thinking that, yeah.
Or Irish, Welsh, Italian.
Sorry, my accents do not have a very good at staying.
No, I'm the same. I can't. My accents never stay. So yes,
we'll table it for now. If you hang on to it for a moment, Garroth, stick it in the bag.
Yeah.
And with these as well, I'll just start passing the things out. Is there anything else hidden in the chest? Like any hidden compartments under the top, or maybe a false bottom? Anything around the sides that would be like a push trigger to open another compartment?
Give me an investigation roll.
While they're doing that, can I just do a quick pad down of the boss and his weapons? Because we never really engaged him. What crap did he have?
He was wielding a greatsword, a +1 greatsword.
I'll nab that.
And other than that, he wasn't wearing much else. His armor's been completely cleaved. He did have some nice leather armor on, but it's been ripped in two. So you can't. It wasn't magical in any way. Might have been. It might have been fine, but it's been ripped in two. So you.
Leather bags. I'll take those.
Yep. So yeah, you've got so from this so far you've got the emerald dust. Sorry, not the emerald dust. The bag of emeralds, the bag of sapphires, the 600 gold, the dagger of life stealing, and the obsidian dagger of life stealing, and the greatsword, the +1 greatsword. Right,
23.
23.
I've got my great sword, and I'm going to name you something. So I've got justice, I've got diplomacy. I'll think of a good name for the sword.
Okay.
I'll just whisper to him, Thieves' Bane.
Bane? No. It has to be something.
Sorry, can I just go and look at that letter that you said was on the table?
You can. You go over to look at the letter, and just while you're doing that, Korvax, you have a look, and there are no other hidden compartments or anything in this box. It seems to be quite solid going all the way around. Alar's armor is not in here.
I'll point at the rug and just say, move that.
Yeah.
Okay. Whilst you're doing that, Raljin, you go over to the table, and you notice that there is a letter on the table. There is a seal on the letter that has been broken, but when you kind of fold it over, it's the same. It's green wax that seals this letter, and in the middle of it, you see that when you sort of put the seal together, it makes an S on there. As you open up the envelope and kind of unfold the letter, would you like to read it?
Yes, please.
Okay. It reads, Bowzan, normally I wouldn't stoop so low as to asking vermin such as yourself to do a job for me, but my father is dead, and that's final favour that you owe him still stands. I need you to use your smuggling connections to transport a cache of valuable gems to a location I will disclose with an ascending spell. The gems are absolutely vital for my ascension, so see to it that they are transported discreetly and safely. Then we're done. S.
Siren?
Sorry?
Is it Serenity or is it Siren?
You can only guess.
Hang on, is it signed off in a signature that I recognise? Because I know this Siren. I've had instructions from him many times.
Osiren you're talking about, so no, that will be an O. So it's not Osiren.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely not Osiren.
Well,
No, it could be Serenity.
pretty sure it is.
Yep, sounds like a bint. Not reasonable person at all. And I shall use my new sword, logic and reason.
Love it.
To bring justice upon my axe to her. So I now have diplomacy, justice, and logic and reason.
Nice. You move the rug, and unfortunately, there's nothing under the rug. No hidden things there, unfortunately.
What else is in the room, Phil? Surely there's more than this.
Nope. This is all. You kind of have a look around. There's a few sort of like tapestries and things that hanging off the wall, but no, nothing else
Phil?
that really screams. Hello.
I'm gonna look for some sort of lever or some sort of mechanism that opens up a wall or a side passage. Or I think there's something more here.
Give me an investigation check.
Can Mulrin give me guidance?
Yep. Well, I assume he's done 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. He's done his 10 minutes. It's fine.
17.
Okay. You find nothing. There's no hidden levers or anything in this room.
What does the guidance add?
Plus 4. Plus 1d4. 1d4.
Right, I'll roll that. Where's my D4? Have a look. 19. Still no good?
Okay, no, still nothing.
Okay.
This room has been thoroughly searched, and there doesn't appear to be anything here that any hidden levers. Some of the tapestries and stuff, as you kind of like looking around and you kind of moving on, they're sort of like a reddish in colour, and decorated and embroidered with sort of like fiery flame. And you can see what appears to be kind of like a bull-headed creature with large bat's wings, wielding a glaive and a whip, outlined in most of these, in different sort of like poses and things on all of these different tapestries. And you can see sort of like a hellscape background to some of them, or to all of them.
I'm going to ask the group, do these tapestries mean anything to anyone?
Pannon just kind of looks and goes, "That's the creature. That's the thing that's down there."
Maureen will use religion to identify this thing.
Okay. Give me a religion check.
Can I grant assistance?
Yeah, if you
I
like.
do have religion as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's slightly better. That would be. Yep. That is 18.
18. Yep. He will recognise this creature, and the fact that Pannon had mentioned what it was called earlier on. This is known as a Baylor, and a Baylor is a creature from. It lives in the Nine Hells. These are generals of the armies of Hell, and some of them have been known to meddle in the affairs of mortals by granting them specific abilities and sort of boons, shall we call them, in turn for their worship and followers, and of course their souls in the afterlife. This particular one, it looks like it's the same Baylor in every single tapestry. It has very similar, one very similar feature. On one of its horns on its head, it's got a gold ring on there, and it's the same in every picture. Baylors, they're vicious creatures. They can summon other hell creatures at will. They can only be summoned to the mortal realm if their name is known.
Is there anything on the tapestries or anything in this room that would be an indication of a name?
Give me an investigation check. It's quite a high difficulty.
Maureen will assist.
Sorry?
Oh, okay.
Maureen will assist.
Okay.
Okay. No, it's a good roll, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. So it's 18 on dice. So 19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay. There is some writing on the middle tapestry. The writing is written in a language. Right, I need to know what language is Maureen and yourself. No.
Well,
Orcish, Elvish, and Goblin for me, and Common.
Give me a sec, try and find them. Okay, languages: Abyssal, Common, Elvish, Gnomish, Naga, Thieves' Cant, Undercommon.
All right. Abyssal. It's Abyssal. So, written in Abyssal, right down the middle. No one else can read it. But Maureen can. And it just says across the going down, written down the middle of it. It says, "I summon Aroth." Aroth. Aroth.
His name is Aroth. Can we sort of bind him if we know his name?
Can we banish him?
You can't. You can't bind him easily. That's you'd have to give up something of yourself to do that. Says Pannon as his thing, as he kind of sat there. It's like you'd have to give up part of your soul if you wanted to bind him. That's wouldn't exactly be recommended.
Can we not send him back somehow?
Bronwyn will sort of stick his thing in this. I mean, I'm I'm not exactly well versed in demon summoning, but if you were able to find the right spell, such as banishment, then absolutely you could send it back to its own plane, which in this point I think would be absolutely preferable.
Can you not stab it?
I don't think we're strong enough to take on a general of hell.
I don't necessarily think breaking the circle he's in would be a great idea either.
Just an idea here, like, I know it is a bit cowardly, like, but couldn't we just, like, stand outside the circle and, like, shoot him with arrows and shit?
Hey,
I think anything crossing that threshold would be a bad idea. I mean, Olwyn, do you know any banishment spells? Or I'm going to look at Bronwyn. What about Quintana?
Quintana certainly knows a banishment spell. Unfortunately, Quintana is not available at this point. She's in Fort Swordshaw. I mean, I could summon her here, but it might take her a few days.
Not sure we've got that long. Because they're going to be hopping mad, and if they come down here in force...
I can't imagine them staying away for too much longer.
Yeah, I think we've got to be quick. I mean, could I lend assistance to Molwyn and see if there's any way he can figure out, while using the demon's name, to command it maybe to go back to hell?
As you speak to Morin about this, give me... I mean, you probably know anyway, but you can give me an Arcana check.
Me personally, or...?
With assistance from Morin, or Morin can do it with assistance from you.
Okay, because I don't have Arcana, so...
It doesn't matter if you have
I
it or
imagine
not,
that's
you can
probably
still
going to
do
be...
it, but...
That's probably better to give Molwyn assistance, and him roll with advantage.
Is Gareth going to roll it? Mike?
Yeah.
Sorry, what do you want me to do?
Roll an Arcana check for Morin with advantage.
With advantage. Alright. Arcana. Not the best. Still 16?
16. It's enough to know that Morin does not have the capabilities at the moment to be able to send a creature back to hell or command a creature. He doesn't. He would need dominate monster in order to do that, which is quite a high level spell.
I cannot do it. Not yet.
Might be worth... There is at least one Infernal left running around, making sure that he's not going to try and let that thing free as some sort of vengeance.
I mean...
And
maybe a tip?
I mean, possibly, but I mean, if Erla's gear's not up here, it's probably down there. You know, it could possibly have been meant as some sort of sacrifice to it.
Okay.
Right. Just pointing this out, right? Just while we're talking all this crap and whatnot, how about this as an idea? Because he hasn't run down his hallway and murdered any of us, I'm assuming he's trapped there, right?
Yeah.
So, why don't we go down and actually have a look?
Ayla, whilst you're having this conversation and you've been having a check around, you're looking for your levers and such things, and you've got sort of one thing on your mind, which I'm assuming is to find your effects in your armor.
Yeah.
You feel an uncharacteristic, or it's completely, when you sort of think about where you are, you feel a warm, sweet-scented breeze sort of blow your hair and just sort of go past your face, and it sort of blows past, and it feels like it's blowing out through the direction of the door of the master room.
Everybody, I feel a warm, sweet-scented breeze blowing through my beautiful golden locks, and it's heading out of that door. What should we do?
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know how to respond to that. Are you okay, Ayla?
I've got nothing, Ayla. I mean, okay. I'm sure. I've got my crossbow ready.
I say we check out the breeze, but we'd be very cautious because this could be something bad. What do you think, Bronwen?
A warm, sweet-scented breeze.
Yes.
Just
Uncharacteristic, this. Don't normally feel this.
I mean,
I think most people don't feel that. I mean,
it sounds like you're imagining things, son. If I'm honest.
Where's this breeze coming from? Let me.
No, I promise you, I'm not imagining.
Oh, you broke down then. Say that again.
Sorry, I said I promise I'm not imagining it.
Then I'm sorry, I'm at a loss. If you're the only one that felt it, it could be in your imagination.
Yeah. Should we check it out?
Possibly.
I mean, I can follow the
Okay, you go to follow the breeze.
Breeze?
Korvax, you have your hand up, so...
Well, I'm asking, shall we follow it?
Do you feel...
I think we should focus on the demon thing, really.
As an
Yeah, but this
acolyte
could be the demon thing.
Ayla, I've got a hunch. As an acolyte of Ayn, and having a passive knowledge about other races, other religions, knowing that Ayla's armor was linked to Melora, and his weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is player knowledge. I'm trying to work out whether Korvax is smart enough to make a connection there.
Okay.
This is what I'm thinking. It could be something to do with these magical things that I'm attuned to. Like, it could be that ring or the sword. That sword's pretty magical.
Or the armor of Melora, who is like the deity of the harvest and druids and flowers and shit.
Exactly. Nice breezes might be a part of that makeup.
I mean, it sounds like you're kind of following a hunch yourself there. It doesn't need a roll. You can kind of make that.
Well, I'm just gonna say, Ayla, just go with it. You might be onto something here.
Should we follow it?
Yeah.
And get ready, Gareth. You might have to kill something.
With logic and reason.
Yes, with logic, reason, peace, and diplomacy.
You leave out of the master room. Raujin, you had your hand up. Was there something you wanted to add there?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Sorry, Raujin.
You leave out of you walk out of the master room, and you feel, just as you get to the door, the same breeze kind of and everyone else actually notice it. Is if you're actually watching Ayla, you see his hair blur to one side, as if a breeze just entered through the sewer and blew his hair, and that your hair kind of blows and points down in the direction of where you saw this creature. At this point, when Pannon sees it, because he's watching quite intently at this, he's quite curious, he just says, "I'm not going back down there."
Why?
Down there?
Well, we're not leaving you here behind us. You're coming with us.
I'm not. I can't go back down there. You can't make me. I'm not going.
You can if Gareth
I'll
carries
leave.
you.
I'm pretty sure I can find my way out of here.
And go where?
Right, calm down,
to the surface.
Calm
I
down.
will go to the surface, and I'll meet you somewhere. What town are we in? What city are we in?
And
where are we?
All of her people are up there. We're in a thieves' guild den.
We stick together.
I'm just gonna reassuringly put my hands on Pannon and go, "Listen, Pannon, you've been through a lot. You need to calm down, right? Don't worry, you're with me. Nothing can kill me. Not even whatever this fucking demon is. Right, you just stay calm, okay? You coming with me?
No, I'm not going.
Okay, I knock him out.
Yeah, let's knock him out and leave him in there.
Okay. Just as you're about to knock him out, Bronwyn, with a reflex of 25, is going to stop you and just say, "I'll take him. I'll get him out of here." Deal?
Why?
It's not fair to send him back down. I was there. You heard what he was subjected to. It wouldn't be fair.
Okay.
Is splitting up, though, the right thing to do right now?
Yeah, you're pretty handy in a fight, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
I am, but
Your son's a little worse for wear.
I think that you guys also need. We'll also need some sort of backup at some point to secure this place. Now, as soon as I get out of there, I can secure a sending and I can get someone here. We can have this place locked down by morning. The real morning.
Right.
I'm gonna just step off to the side and I'm gonna gesture Bronwyn over.
What?
If Serenity wants him alive, it's for a reason. I'm not sure I trust his motives or whether he's not been compromised. You don't survive 2-3 months with the Infernals unless they want something or you've given them something. Don't let him out your sight. Don't let him behind you.
He won't leave my sight, and he will be very well protected.
Just make sure of that. Be polite about it, but armed guard on his room.
Who do you think you're talking to? The commander of the Regal Star Company.
You are...
The shout from behind, a shit radish farmer.
You shut the hell up.
I've just got a feeling I might be wrong. Just be careful with him.
I'll see to it that he gets to the surface and into protective custody quickly. And he looks at him and sees his emaciated form. And a good meal as well. Just look after yourselves down here. Don't spend too long down there. If Alar is insistent on getting his armor, get it, get out. Don't let Garroth fight something that he will not be able to beat. Do you understand?
I understand.
I understand.
If my son gets killed because of the actions of an underthinker, then I will not be best pleased.
We'll get in, we'll get out, as agreed. In and out.
He's going to walk over to Garroth. He's going to look at Garroth, and Garroth, you're considerably taller than him. You're about how tall are you, Garroth?
He's about 6'5".
6'5". So you've got a good few inches taller than him. He's about 6'2". He walks up to you and he kind of puts himself up. Kind of the chest comes out as he puts his hand in his hilt, and he just looks at you dead in the eye. You've never seen such a serious and stern face on this man, and you've seen him in some serious and stern situations. And he says, "Do not fight the Baelor." Say it to me back.
I'm gonna
Say it.
I'm gonna look at him and go, "Is that a challenge?"
No!
No. You repeat after me. Say, "I, Garroth." Do it.
I don't.
He takes the sword and he kind of starts bringing it out.
No. Right, okay. Garroth, he's saying... I am going to try a deception roll here. I'm going to say he's telling you not to fight the Baelor because it wouldn't be any challenge for you. There's no honour in a weak kill, is there? And that is deception.
Give me a deception roll.
Oh, thank God for that.
I will roll his wisdom.
Hang on. Deception. I don't actually have, but do I have my charisma anyway?
Yeah, he still had your charisma.
19.
19. What's your insight on that, Gareth?
Oh, but I got a 7.
Okay. Sounds pretty convincing. This thing would not be a match for you, so there's absolutely no point in fighting it. That's how you feel right now.
I have killed 2 dragons so far. Yeah, it might not be up to a challenge, but I mean, like, I've killed a lot of stuff that's not really a challenge. I mean, like, their champion guy, the guy I ripped in half, I mean, like, what was he doing?
Okay, so Bronwyn's kind of going to lean into this. He sees what's going on. He says, from what you've already been told from Pannon there, that this poor creature, this poor, weak creature, is trapped within its own arcane circle. It couldn't even leave to fight you. It would be pitiful to kill such a creature. There's no honor in killing a trapped creature. Wouldn't you say?
Right. So
18 on persuasion.
I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting what you're saying, right? We free him, we let him go off somewhere, get a bit tough.
No!
And then when he's like fully recovered from all his ritual shit, then I'll kill him.
No. Okay.
No.
I'm going to go around.
Let's just go and we will sort this, but let's just not pick a fight with.
Don't let him fight the Baelor. Bronwyn is going to take a step back and he's going to kind of get Pannon, who's kind of sitting on the floor, looking really weak. He gets Pannon, kind of lifts him up and says, "Right, come on, I'm going to get you to the surface." Pannon just says, "Thank you." And
Wait, where are you going to take him?
I'll find a way out.
No, I mean, once you're out, where are you going to take him?
Well, I still have temporary barracks set up at the mayor's office, so I'll take him there. We've got many Regal Star there, so, you know, the Infernals aren't stupid. They're not going to invade a Regal Star barracks just to get someone else. Okay? He'll be safe.
Okay. Because we need to have words, and then I'll let him go.
Okay. With that, they're going to head off, and you see them sort of disappear sort of into the darkness, back to where you came, and they'll find a way out somehow. With that, you guys, what would you like to do?
I can take point and I'll lead them back, but following Ayla.
Okay. So Ayla, as this has all been going on, this conversation's been going on, this breeze has still been there. You've been able to feel it and smell it. So like no one else can feel it. They can, if it ever blows Ayla's hair, you get that, you can see that, but you can't feel the breeze yourselves. It's almost like you know, the way that it's the way I can describe it. It's almost like rose petals are being carried past your nose and through your hair, like you're stood in a field of rose petals. In fact, to you, the god-awful smell of sewage is very secondary at the moment. As this breeze begins to, it's almost you can kind of feel it from the back of you, almost blowing you and enticing you to head in this direction.
Yeah.
So you follow it.
We're going to very cautiously follow it, though, wary of any traps and armed with our weapons ready.
Okay. As you carry on going, you make your way down. You eventually get to the gate where Korvax had seen this creature. The breeze is still sweet and soft and gives you a bit of a cool release from the heat that is down this area. You can feel and almost see the heat in the air. It's steamy and it's yeah, it's steamy and it's not unbearable, but it's quite uncomfortable. You see the grate and you can see the steam in the room and a shadowed figure in the room, quite large with wings, stood what appears to be in the middle of the room with a reddish glow around it. In order to enter this room, you would have to duck down slightly into the water. You could probably just keep your head above the water and under the grate in order to get into it. I mean, alternatively, you could lift the grate up if you wanted to do a strength check to lift the grate up.
I don't think we want to make a lot of noise, do we? I think we want to stealthily move in there quietly. So we're under.
Just gonna look over at Raljin and grin, because I know he's gonna hit every second of this, and stealthily duck under and in.
Okay.
Wait, before we go anywhere, yeah, I've got enough spells to do that. Pass without a trace.
Okay. So everyone could roll a stealth check to go into there. You can add 10 to your stealth.
16, add 10 is 26. Add my efficiency to 30 odd.
30 odd. Yeah, you kind of duck and barely make ripples in the water at all.
34.
30 for Gareth. I'm gonna. Do we want Morland to come with us? Because he's got scale mail, which I believe is heavy armor.
Yeah.
Do you want him to go
He's
with
got
you, or
plus
would
10.
you rather? What would you like to do with Morin?
We
With
just
my
get plus
30,
10.
could I try and help Morwin?
It would be
I'll
individual.
Have him roll.
Yeah, have him roll. Just roll him. Take him with you.
He has got plus 10
okay.
though.
Well, okay, that is actually 27.
Oh, okay. Right. So very deftly and silently, and barely making any ripples in the water.
33, by the way.
Yeah, barely making any ripples in the water. By the way, Lynx does not want to go in the water. She's not keen on ducking down. She would actually have to go under the water to go, and she does stop. You can try and entice her to go with you, or leave her here.
I'm not leaving her here by herself.
Okay, so with that, she will follow you, but she's not happy about ducking under that water to get through. Eventually, you all do get through, deftly, silently, barely making ripples in the water. You get under, and you enter into my next map, which I'm going to open up. Okay. And can you guys see that?
Wow, Phil. Bravo. Holy hell, literally.
So yeah, I'm going to put on my I'll put the battle green screen on so that people can see it. Just making sure that people can still hear me. Can you guys talk? Oh, there we go. Yep, so people can still hear us. Excellent. So
I've got
yeah,
no superiority dice. I mean,
Yeah, leave now. Leave now, please.
so you.
It looks to be a nice wagon over on that other side. Is that our wagon, Phil?
So, you enter this room. I'll tell you in a minute. And I'm going to put in. So the people that are in here, we have Ayla. You're there in your undercrackers.
no, I'm wearing armor now.
Oh yeah, so
Anymore.
yeah, you've got your armor on. Yeah, not your armor, but some armor. Garroth.
Do we not plan it off?
No, not yet. That's why you're in here.
Okay.
Raljin and Lynx and no, not two Lynxes. Why is it doing that?
Yes, all the Lynxes.
And Morin. Okay, and I'll turn you all around. There we go. And rotate. There we go. So you enter into this room. Ahead of you, and I'll have to pop it on, is what you can sort of see. There we are. Oh.
Wow.
Ah!
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
The stealthiest of us go and get what's needed without awakening that dragon thing, and then we just leave without a ruckus.
Right. So you sneak in, and this is what you kind of greeted with. That you've kind of entered into what appears to be a specifically carved out cavern. The room is steamy and smoky. It's hard to breathe at times, and you can feel a heat that's sort of emitting from this room. There's a red glow in the middle of this summoning circle that's surrounded by cages. You can't see anything in the cages, but it is quite steamy, so you don't know. There's also piles of bones around the room, and like Pan had previously said, anyone that dies during these rituals, they've just left there as if for decoration. There's also a brazier, it's like a bowl of in front that looks quite well. It doesn't look very nice. You can't see anything in it because you're a little bit too far from it at the moment. Ahead of you, you can see what appears to be cracks in the floor with an orange glow that's sort of erupting and coming out there with fire that is periodically, not as constant as I've got it on there, but periodically you see bursts of fire and flame which sort of erupt out from this crack in the ground. The cavern itself towers up as if it probably goes into a building on high on actual ground level, and almost like it's got like a dome top that goes up. It's around about 50 feet high. There's no ledges or windows or anything. It looks to be quite self-contained, and the walls around appear to be quite dark and thick. How would you like to proceed?
Phil, am I still feeling this breeze?
The breeze is still blowing, and it's kind of blowing you, hang on, let me get my pen. So the breeze, you can kind of feel you blowing you in this direction.
Towards the trailer, the wagon.
You can kind of probably guess that. It seems to be blowing you around the summoning circle, definitely.
I still think that the sneakiest of us needs to sneak up to the wagon and get what we need and sneak back. But then again,
one of the most characteristic sounds in this room is the very low, very distinctive breathing of this creature. It can sort of almost like it's breathing in through its large nostrils and out through the sides of its mouth. It's not sleeping.
What?
We don't wake it.
It's not sleeping. It's definitely awake.
Has it noticed us?
Not at the moment, because you rolled damn high on your stealth.
I'll gesture towards the pillar to the right, so we can try and get behind there, break line of sight with it. Can we see any hide in the hair of that infernal?
Give me a perception check.
19.
19. You can't see any other person in this room at the moment. Be it through either the mist or the smoke, it's a little too hard to see that if there was anyone else in this room. But it is a large room.
And there's no other possible, any avenue where we can see to get out? There's no other exit or anything like that we can see?
No, not in this room. It seems very closed off.
So how in the blue hells did that wagon get down here?
I've got a question. Why are we sitting around if this thing's so weak?
No.
You can probably gather that the wagon would have come down the corridor that you came down. The grate that you went under could actually open all the way enough to fit a wagon through.
And there's even a place for it to cross that stream of molten lava as well.
Okay, so do you want me to go and have a look in the wagon?
What's your stealth, Korvax?
It's alright.
I think me and you are the stealthiest in the group, aren't we? will one of us be able to bring everything we need back? Or will we need to take
No,
two of us?
if all of the gems are in there, that wagon cart is full.
Okay, there's just one problem. If you leave my vicinity, the spell I cast that makes us extra stealthy won't affect you.
Right, we've all been pretty bloody stealthy so far. How about we all just go across?
Okay.
We could always park Morwyn by the pillar on the right as we go.
Moran will stay here and hide.
Mhm.
And like find a rock or something, or whatever entrance we came in, he'll duck in that way and hide in the shadows or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of us, we just go on because
Okay.
and it's
Have you still got the plus 10?
move the bloody thing.
As long as you stay within, is it 30 feet of Ralshin?
Yeah, we'll stick together.
35, Phil.
Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You sort of head around this way. Are you doing your full movement? You will be, won't you?
Yeah.
Well, I presumed we was moving as a group.
Yeah, you
So,
will be. You will be. Yeah, I'm just going to do you one at a
He's
time.
just
Okay, yeah.
doing it.
And
Yeah.
30.
So I'll be moving 60 then.
Yeah, so 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 gets you as close as there. So everyone else could also get as close as there. Ralshin, roll for stealth.
Alright, just so you know, I actually have 35 feet of movement. So...
Okay.
Ooh, thank God for that plus 10. That is... is... 21.
21. Okay, Gareth.
Right.
Roll for stealth.
I've got my plus 10, haven't I? So that's 25.
Okay. Ayla.
34.
34. And Lynx, or is Lynx staying?
No, Lynx is coming.
Right.
Lynx is coming.
Roll for stealth.
Mind out of the gutter, Simon.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant Lynx can't carry anything back.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave her alone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What did Lynx get?
Sorry.
Plus 10.
Lynx got 20 something.
20 something.
Let me just
Okay.
double check on what the something is. She got a 22.
Okay. As you're walking past, and you're getting, so like, crossing past where the summoning circle is, Ralshin,
Uh-oh.
you hear a voice in your head. Well, hello. Who has entered my chamber?
We
The
rolled
fate.
really high.
Yeah, but Ralshin rolled 21, which is exactly what his perception was.
No!
His head turns and looks towards you, Ralshin. Everyone else, you're still quite stealthed. You managed to sort of duck down into the mist and the steam, but unfortunately, Ralshin, something about you just kind of strikes him, whether it be your white bow or maybe something on your person, but it catches his eye as he turns and looks towards you. Takes a couple of steps. I'm going to turn this. Takes a couple of steps towards the edge of the circle. You can't leave, it says. You're not one of them, are you? Not a member of my infernals. Would you like to be?
I don't say anything.
Oh, no. Don't be the silent. You must have something that you want. Something that you crave. I can give it to you. Okay, that's going to be his turn. The rest of you, what would you like to do? So we'll.
I'd like.
Go on, Ella.
I want to keep stealthing across to that wagon. Can I need my stuff?
He said that into Raujin's mind, didn't he?
Yes.
We don't.
No,
so we didn't hear.
you didn't hear
So-
that. No, it's in Raljin's head. This is happening.
Yeah, so we just continue stealthing on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so roll for. Well, we'll do it in. We'll go Korvax first, unless of course Raljin has let everyone know what's going on, but you say nothing, so that's fine. You guys do notice that the creature has turned and has begun to look towards where you all are.
37, and I'm moving my full 60 feet to get onto the other side of the wagon. So I want to move towards, so as far as I can, round that way to try and put the wagon between me and Shag Nasty.
Shag Nasty. Okay, you get around to there. Okay, Garroth, stealth check.
Well, if I'm sort of, is it just looking around you? Or is it, I mean, we were a group. Is
Yeah,
it looking?
it's looking towards that group. Yeah, it's looking towards you all.
It has seen us.
No, you guys have kind of managed to stay low in the mist, so it's only actually spotted Raljin because of your stealth checks.
What is like Raujin standing there like transfixed from this thing?
Raljin's just is not. Well, Rob has stated that Raljin is just trying to remain still and not responding to it.
So we wouldn't even know.
No.
Yeah, I'm deer in headlights right now.
Yeah.
Oh, in this case, I'm just gonna look at the demon very nonchalantly because I believe it is incredibly weak. I'm just gonna walk up, so grab just tap Raujin and shoulder, go like, right, come on, and just shrug as I look at the demon. We're gonna try and sort of stealth or just nonchalantly walk away.
Okay. So give me stealth checks. Stealth check for you, Garroth. And actually, you're putting your hand on Raljin's shoulder, yes?
Yeah.
As you put your hand on Raljin's shoulder, you, as that happens, sort of like make yourself visible. You're making contact with him, and the demon, the Baelor, sees you at this point. You're very small. Don't know why your mini's so small. Let's make you bigger. There you go. The demon sees you at this point and goes, and you hear this voice in your head. It says, there's more than one of you. Tell me, are you with him? You're not one of my infernals.
Who's talking?
The demon, the Baelor looks towards you, and there's almost like a time where its bull-like eye. Well, there is a time. Its bull-like eyes stare into yours. It says, "Oh, come now. There must be something that you want."
Say no, Garroth. Say no.
Talking.
Say no.
As you say, who's talking? The demon stands up straight and cracks its whip within the space. One of the cages actually moves and topples over onto the side. Says, closer.
Don't do it.
What? Oh, are you? Is this the demon? Is this the Ethel or whatever? Are you Ethel?
Baelor.
The Baelor, and its name was Aroth.
Name's Ethel.
Ethel. I see that you are one that could be most rewarded for my gifts. Tell me, maybe I could enchant your sword, make it more powerful.
Right, yeah, the thing is, I think like the rest of the group said that you were like really weak. So I'm not actually gonna like, I'm just gonna ignore you now. I'm going. Come on, Rowdy, let's go.
Come over here and say that.
I'm just gonna turn to him like, you are weak. And then I walk away.
As you say this, the creature steps back and begins to stamp its hooves on the floor. So you see it's kind of like its feet and it begins to run forwards towards you. There's a moment where you think it's actually going to make contact with you, but as soon as it hits the edge of its summoning circle, it stops. And it looks around.
Also, you chicken, come face me. Come on.
Right. Is it my go yet?
You can certainly make, while this is going on, and it's definitely distracted, you can certainly make your stealth check to get past it.
I want a stealth check to get to that wagon with Korvax. I rolled a 16, plus 10 is 26, plus 6, 32.
Yeah, you managed to get around here as well.
I'm going to talk to Korvax and say, what do we do now? We need to get this out. We need to get these crates onto the wagon and get out of here.
I have an idea.
It's Aroth,
Yes.
by the way, just because you're asking.
Okay, so you sort your shit out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and deal with him.
Okay. Phil, can I see any of my possessions?
Not immediately, but there is a chest, a few boxes, diamonds that sort of all of not diamonds, but like gemstones and things all over the floor. There's a chest here, and a few boxes over here.
Right. Can I check out the chest?
You absolutely can. There's also the wagon as well that's there that you can check in, but you can sort of sneak over to the chest. You open up the chest, and lo and behold, within the chest, all of your effects are in there.
Right.
Everything that you had on you.
So I'm going to start getting everything I have.
Okay, so it's going to take you, I believe, because it's heavy armor. So for donning heavy armor, hang on 1 second. So
I've got to doff the armor I'm wearing first.
yeah, so it's going to you're going to have to take off the armor and then put new armor on. I think it's going to take a bit of time. So
Or are we intended on getting this wagon out of here? Because what I could do is just keep the armor that I'm wearing, shove my armor on the wagon, and just load up with one of my weapons, which is a lot quicker, and potions and stuff.
see armor and shields. So see getting into armor and
Are you
shields.
strong enough to pull the wagon, Simon?
Not on my own, I won't be.
Okay, so
I've got a +3 strength.
okay.
I think it's going to take at least... Well, me and Gareth would be able to do it. But he's too busy baiting the demon.
Right, it's heavy armor. It takes 10 minutes.
So, Phil, could I not just chuck my armor that is mine onto the wagon,
Right.
and then just pick up my weapons and my artifacts, my magical items, that sort of stuff, and just put that in my pockets right now, and just with the intention of getting that wagon out of there, then donning it later.
You can certainly try. So yeah, so you can take your armor and put it onto the wagon. This is a hefty wagon, by the way. It's a horse-drawn wagon. So
Gareth pulled it back anyway, so
yeah,
it should be alright to move it.
Yeah, it took him some time there.
Yeah, but if it's me and Gareth, we could probably sort the wagon out.
So yeah,
I'm gonna be loading all those gems and everything onto that wagon.
okay, right. So whilst you're doing, are you doing that rather than swapping armor then?
Yeah, Phil, I'm going to put my armour
Okay.
onto the wagon so I don't have to spend 10 minutes donning the armour, doffing it. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm wearing armour, you see.
Yes.
So
That's
I'm going
fine.
to stay in the armour that I'm wearing so I don't have to spend any time doing that.
Okay.
Just chuck my armour, the magical armour, I'm going to chuck that onto the wagon with everything else. But I'm going to make sure that I've got my bow, arrows, my sword, my magic potion,
Okay. Excellent.
and that ring as well, the ring.
Mm-hmm. As you start loading the wagon, you open up the door to the wagon, and you are immediately greeted with a crossbow bolt to the face. That was an 18 to hit, and I think that will definitely hit. So you take... You take 8 points of piercing damage as this crossbow... Yes, yeah, you're still there. So you take piercing damage of the crossbow. It goes... slashes you across the face. Second attack. That is a 16 to hit.
So I'm wearing whatever... So what's my armour class with that guy's armour?
Leather armour. So...
And I've got the snakes things wrapped around me.
Well, no, that'll have worn off by now.
Okay, fair enough.
So, leather armour. If I can find leather armour, I believe
Is it
it's...
plus dex,
It is plus dex, yeah. Why can't
So
I find
plus
leather
3.
armour?
Oh, and I've got my shield now.
Yeah, you've grabbed... Well... Yeah, you've got your shield.
He did specify he had his shield back.
Yeah, you've grabbed your shield. So...
That's in all my artifacts. So
leather armour is 11 plus your dex. So...
That's 14.
14, 15,
plus
16.
one
So 16 is... So that one will hit you. 17. So you take another 6 points of piercing damage as it slashes. And this one hits you in the shoulder, and you kind of fall back out of the cart as this... I'm not going to put the minis on the board because it just means it's a waste of time. But you kind of fall back out of the cart as this infernal that has been in there, has been hiding in there this whole time. He kind of shoots you with it, and he kind of comes out and he looks around and then ducks himself back in and is going to hide. But then again, what can I do? That's going on. Korvax, you can have a turn at this point as you see Ayla falls backwards out of this cart after being shot once in the shoulder and once across the face.
Simon, did you haven't put your armour in there yet, have you?
I've gone to chuck it in there. I've just thrown it in there.
Right,
Wait,
okay.
the army that you're wearing, or...
No, his
No,
Laura armour.
Oh, yeah.
No, let's clarify this. I am wearing armour, but rather than take that armour off and put my armour on, I'm chucking my armour onto the wagon with the gems, with everything that's valuable.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
Okie dokie.
So I am still wearing armour.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement to go around to the back of the wagon.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and ambush the little fucker from the other side.
Okay.
Going into the wagon that way. So he's expecting Ayla from the front.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go in through the back.
Okay. After the crossbow bolt actually gets shot, it obviously makes a noise. The Baylor inside this summoning circle steps up and you hear a... turns around and he looks over towards the area and says... There's more of you, is there? You hear this inside your head, Raljin and Garroth. He hasn't seen the other ones.
Like, what does it matter? I mean, come on.
Well.
I don't even know what we're talking to him, Raljin. I really don't. I mean, look at him. If you wanted to fight, you could have had a fight by now, right? My friends were right. You are like weak. You're like a fucking coward. Shall we help the other guys, Raljin?
Yeah, let's go. Just ignore him. He's not worth your time. Let's go. And
maybe if you get a bit stronger, then I'll fight.
You sound like someone that wants to prove their strength. Come in here. Show me how strong you are.
I've been told by my friends here that you just ain't worth it, mate. I've killed like 2 dragons. Like, how many dragons have you killed? Okay? Didn't think.
I don't waste my time on dragons.
Gareth, if you want to kill something, there's something in this cart you can kill.
Only the weak have friends.
I'm going to go in the back and I'm going to shank the guy with my dagger of venom.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll as you do it.
19 on dice plus the 10.
Yeah, he doesn't see you coming.
I'm in the.
Give me an
I'm
attack
on another
roll.
plane. I've entered the stealth plane.
Yeah. You give me an attack roll on this guy.
22.
22 definitely hits. Roll for damage, and yes,
So
assassinate is definitely in play.
Yeah, he's flanked by Ayla as well. Well, actually, it doesn't matter if assassinate's in play. So that's 4 for the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 19, 20, 23, 24, doubled 48 points of damage with the dagger. And then as I stab him, I'm going to point my crossbow at his crotch and shoot him in the cock.
Oh. Yeah,
18 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit, yeah. Yep, you are the cockshot king.
Okay.
I mean, if he's not dead, he's going to wish he was.
Yeah, good point, Belgium.
So that's 7 points of damage.
Okay, he's dead.
That's...
He is so dead. You saw as he shoots Ayla, and Ayla falls backwards out of the car. You come around, you sneak him through the back. You see him just he's back to you. He's too late as he turns slightly to see you move the curtain. You're already in there. You shank him with the dagger, stab him, and then he turns around and is like, and then you turn. He looks in horror as your crossbow goes and points towards his man bits, and you fire, and there is just a whimpering sound before he just bleeds out all over whatever's in there. He's definitely dead.
I'm going to take my dagger and I'm going to remove his head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to take a moment to remove his head. I'm going to pull out the symbol of Ioun. I'm going to pop my head through the canvas and say, "We're all good here, Ayla." And all you can hear is like squelching sounds and tearing of sinew.
Excellent. Right. Whose go is it?
There's a moment, the Baelor, still entering the mind of Gareth and Ralston, that you can hear. It says, I felt someone passing. The soul. Mine. The person that killed him would be a worthy challenge. Bring him to me.
Listen, I think we've covered
I will not
this.
waste my time with you, weakling.
No, you see, you've actually got it like wrong. You're weakling, we're very strong. Like, you're not even worth our time, man. And to be fair, look at you, all stomping around, big and badass, and we snuck in here. God, you are a joke. If you want to fight, come get me. Come get me. Oh, what's that? You're not even getting out of that little circle, are you?
Phil, I'm going to shout. I'm going to shout really loud. Who's the strongest person in our party? I need someone to pull this wagon with me.
Oh, that's me. Right.
Come on then, Gareth. Pull this wagon. Let's get it out.
Right, anyway, see you later. Maybe we'll fight if you get a bit stronger. Alright?
So we've loaded it up. Let's get out of here, quick.
You see the creature and the Baelor in the summoning circle. Just he's now sort of like stomping around and he's bashing over the cages and sort of swinging around. You can see him almost as like he's trying to break the circle, but there's something that's stopping him from being able to actually do anything to this summoning circle.
Right. Whatever it is that's stopping him, let's not touch anything. Let's not do anything.
What do they call you, weakling?
Just get Gareth. I need your help pulling this cart. Let's go.
I invoke your name.
No, don't give him your name. Right, let's go.
Look, brother, leave this bit. I'm going to just waddle out of the cart holding a head. I'll just nod to Ralgin. Ayla needs some help with the wagon. And I'm going to do my best die-hard impression. Balo, Bubby, come on. We can talk about this. I'm just going to be waving this head as I'm talking, and I'm going to be walking, so where on the map where Lynx is, I'm going to be walking up there so that he's going to have his back to everyone in the cavern, and I'm going to carry on walking round, not going into the circle, keeping my distance, probably about 20 yards out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go all the way around to the other side. So if you see where... Yeah, absolutely there.
Okay.
And
he follows you around as...
Bubby! We can talk about this.
My name is I don't know yours.
No, don't give him your name.
Won't. And I'm just going to take my pendant of Ioun out and just say, you can call me the Prophet.
Sneaky, sneaky little goblin.
Your lot is responsible for hurting somebody that I loved. And I'm just going to take the head and throw it into the lava just to my left. I'm going to take great pleasure in dismantling your operation. I'm going to take even more pleasure knowing that you're going to be here watching it all happen, feeling every single one of the deaths.
You think that I'm a prisoner in here, don't you?
No, let's go. Let's go.
I'm buying you guys time, so you do what you're doing.
I can't leave this circle does not mean I can't leave this plane. And when I arrive on the material plane, I will find you.
I am looking forward to it. I will bring marshmallows and chocolate and beer, and we can have a massive kegger. It'll be fun for all the party. Gareth, they're better than chocolate.
Right. Whilst this is happening...
Oh, I love it. Can we have chocolate marshmallows? I want chocolate marshmallows.
Whilst this is happening, I'm popping my final health potion.
Okay.
Healing potion. I'm popping that, and I'm beckoning frantically Mr. Muscle to come and help me pull this cart.
Right, yeah, I'll help him pull it.
Okay.
Right.
While this is going on,
roll for the health potion.
is it a normal potion of healing?
It's a normal healing potion.
So it's I think it's 2d4 plus 4.
2d4 plus 4.
Hang on,
Right.
double check. Yep, 2d4. No, sorry, 2d4 plus 2. Sorry, I do apologise.
Oh. 4?
4
And a 3.
and a 3.
4 and a 3, 7 plus 2, 9.
Okay, so 9 points of healing that you get. Ralgin, whilst you're sort of like you're obviously shaking in fear at this whole situation, not feeling comfortable at all. You hear a sending spell coming through to you.
No.
It's the voice. It's the voice of Bronwyn coming through. It's like, Ralgin, you're the only one that I can think of to get this message. They're here. They're coming in. You guys need to get out of there now.
Right. This is what I've been saying.
We need to leave. We need to leave right now.
Well, I've been dragging the cart, so...
Yeah, I'm dragging the cart too. You have to roll?
Right, so you've got over here. The message you just got. So the cart is exceedingly heavy. You'll remember this from when you carried it. It took you a while to carry this cart, to push cart. So you rush over? Yep.
I rush over. I go, we're not going to be able to take the cart. They're back. They're on the way. We don't have time. Grab as many gems as you can.
Okay.
Grab whatever you can. Just leave the rest here. We have to go.
Okay.
So
What
I'm
would you
going
like?
to drag my armor and some gems then.
Okay. You have a full cache of gems here. You can spend a bit of time and try and find exactly the gems that you need before you go, if you like.
Yep. Yeah,
So-
I'm just gonna grab the gems that I need for my dexterity spell. Tattoo.
Okay. So, I can't remember which ones those are, but
Emerald
I think
dust.
it was.
might be emerald.
Or I
Yeah,
think
but
it's
the
an
emerald. Emerald gems. So you can grab yourself just as many emerald gems as you can.
Yeah, okay.
What's going on?
And my armor.
Gareth, is anything you're doing at this point?
Well, I'm just dragging the entire cart. We're still dragging the cart.
No, we can't.
You
Just fill the haversack. Fill the haversack.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just take everything. Just everything, fill the sack.
Just shove my armor in it.
Okay.
Stick my armor in.
As you spend a bit of time, okay, you grab. I will tell you later how much you grab, because you're just kind of grabbing, you're putting gems and stones into the haversack. So it's going to be a massive assortment, which I'm just going to have to roll randomly for and tell you next week.
I'm sticking
The
emeralds in
bags
there.
itself, I mean, in the cart, these gems, what are they in? Are they in bags? Are they in chests?
Some are in
barrels?
boxes. Most of them are in boxes. There is the odd bag around, and when you open up, you can find some of them like with diamonds in the bags, and there's not. It's mostly like the more precious ones that are in comfortable bags that have
Right,
been.
does the wagon have the canopy, like in that thing?
Yes, it has that. Yes.
Right, I rip off the top of the canopy.
Mm-hmm.
I put it on the ground.
Uh-huh.
I shove loads of stuff into the middle of that cloth, and then I basically just pick up all the corners, wrap it together, and get like a bag, and then just chuck it over his shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you took it over your shoulder, and you're making your way. Disadvantage to stealth checks carrying that.
Right.
Okay.
Fine. I'm completely fine with that.
Okay.
I've grabbed loads of
Just
emeralds.
do a Santa march with a big burly sack.
Whilst all this is going on, Ralgin, you get another sending spell into your coming through. Ralgin, I haven't heard a reply. Are you all okay? That
Yeah. I reply back. Yes, we're leaving now.
Right, let's run. Let's all just run out.
move quickly.
Can you
I
tell us
estimate
where they
they'll
are?
be. They're about to enter the building of Opal Hearts. From what I gather, that they seem to think that something's going on. They seem to think that something's wrong. They are suspicious. Get out. And
We're running now.
Get it, and then it's gone. Okay. So, Ralgin, I'm assuming you're relaying this to everyone else because you're the only one hearing this. Right. We'll go back round to Korvax over here, where where you're having this conversation with the Baylor. It says, "You seem like you could have something from me. Tell
I'm
me."
going to touch the top of my hat and turn into Zaraz. You took the only thing that mattered. And I'm going to take everything from you. I cannot be bought. I want vengeance. And I'm going to enjoy it.
Right, I'm legging it.
You think I took
And as
her
soon as
from
I-
you? She belongs to me because she gave herself to me. And that's where I'm going to end tonight's session.
Ooh, Phil, that's...
This will be the third session where I have got 0. I basically ran out of my dice. I had 1 left at the beginning of the session. I've maxed out pretty much first session. This will be the third session without a rest for me, and I'm nearly spent.
Okay, with that, yeah, so anyone that's watching the stream, thank you very much for watching. Some of us, I think, are going to stick around afterwards, after I roll the credits, and we can have a little bit of chat about tonight's session, because, yeah, I really enjoyed that one. That was interesting, and my voice is very hoarse. Doing that voice is very difficult.
No. You're not a half.
No, I'm a demon. So yeah. Thank you. Thank you for whoever's watching, and please stick around for after I roll the title screen, because we're gonna have a chat. And if you want to sound off and tell us what you think in the chat room, then please do. But for now, it's time for us to call it quits. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. And that was an interesting session. So Korvax, you think you're going to shoot this guy?
There's a chance. I mean, depending on what he says, or if anyone else stops me.
The thing is, you'll break that circle, and then he'll be able to come out and get you.
In character, I don't know that. I'm not necessarily thinking rationally. Player knowledge, absolutely. This is a terrible idea. I know. I'm really hoping you guys get a riddle on and grab me out of there, because...
whilst you're doing that, we are literally legging it out of there. We've already said we're legging it.
Yeah, you've started. So I'm assuming like you're starting to run. You've grabbed your sack full of gems, and I will roll random gems for how much you get in there.
Well,
I've
already stated I was purposefully picking out emeralds and stuffing them in my pockets and the sack, and I was picking emeralds because I want a particular tattoo, you see.
Yeah, I know. I told you guys, you were always going to have the opportunity to get your gems. It's just you've had to go through all this to get them now.
I know. It's been really well earned.
We could have been in Ashenoak by now.
I know, burying your father.
I'm just dreaming of getting my clothes back, maybe having a rest.
Oh dear. Well, yeah, it's quite good because obviously it happens over a certain period of time, and obviously you do have these handicaps sometimes where things happen that that put a little bit of a twist on it. I was wondering where I was going to end that session actually, and throwing that in there at the end of that session was quite a good little cliffhanger.
It was masterful, but you're an ass.
I'm missing something. Who is she? Because when they said he took the most important person to them, is that your mother? Because
the closest thing Korvax has had to a mother, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I remember. It's just when you said like you've already taken what's most important to me, I thought you meant Dondon.
I did.
Well, before we reconnected, Zaraz was the most important person to Korvax. His whole motivation is vengeance against Baelor's Infernals.
Oh, this is gonna go horribly.
Yeah. Phil set me up massively.
Well, unfortunately, everything I tried to goad Garroth wasn't working. So.
So you goad the goblin? I was
convinced he was beneath me. I mean, to be fair, I would have gone for it had people not done.
I know. Which that was some.
The idea of Garroth just thinks he's pathetic and weak.
Yeah, I know.
Like he's just like groveling according to him, like, oh, I can offer you stuff. Yeah, what?
I mean, it is true that the Baelor is indeed trapped within that circle. He can't leave that circle. He can't leave that circle in that plane. At any time, he can leave the plane. He just can't leave the circle when he's in this plane. It's what's kind of binding him there, for the moment.
So,
yeah, for the moment is the key thing.
If that circle, you can kind of gather that if the circle was broken, that would take away his bindings, which would mean that he would be free to roam the material plane.
Broken by, let's say, a crossbow arrow.
Well, it depends if the if the binding circle, the physical component to it is more important than the radius of it.
Hmm.
But we don't know.
Yeah.
We
Nope.
genuinely don't know.
Phil has hit the one of 3 pressure points for Corvax.
No, wait, 1 of 4. No, wait, no, 1 of 10. No.
No, it's very much 1 of 3. There is Garroth,
Yeah.
Zaraz,
Yeah.
and Dondon.
Yeah.
Why?
And
Why would you throw this at us? We're in no state to fight something like this.
I know. Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's our choice whether to engage with it or not, isn't it? He's given us a clear option of not engaging with it, which is what I keep saying. Let's just get out of there. And Bronwyn told us, do not fight it.
Yeah,
he did.
So we have been warned.
And absolutely, you've been warned. But there's a vast difference between player knowledge
Yeah.
and what the character would do
Yeah.
when you push the buttons.
That's
And
what my character found first session of this little mini campaign.
It's not to be an ass. It's not to be difficult. It's very much what Corvax would do. So depending on what is said, it could go badly. Really badly.
Yeah, backup character ready.
Well, yeah.
And just so you know, guys, with with everything that goes on, with how powerful you guys are, I have stopped holding back. You guys make your own decisions now. I've got you through level 1 to 5. Anything that happens now, whatever I put in there, you guys make your own decisions.
No, Garroth is powerful. The rest of us are squishy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not very powerful, really. I'm
you
dealing
are.
out damage of 6 at a time, and that's going to take me all day to kill anything.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, you were doing that with a weapon that you weren't familiar with, and in your underskivvies. So, now that you have your armor and stuff back, that's should make things a bit different, more easier for you.
Yeah.
But,
I just need a rest. I really need a rest. A full heal and a rest, and I'll be fine. But
you guys really haven't had a proper rest in a while.
No.
Things have been moving quite quickly for you. So, it's you'll need a rest after this.
I'll need to get out of there and rest, and then
Or
get those
possibly a
tattoos.
grave.
Sorry?
Or possibly a grave.
A grave, yeah. So the Infernals are on the way. The Baelor is goading the Goblin, and I think I've just had my title for the next episode: the Goaded Goblin.
Yeah.
But
there's only the one way out as well, isn't there?
there is only one way out. Yes. From what there's only one way out. From what you know, you could always investigate the dome-like room that you're in a little further. It doesn't appear to be any ways out, but it's up to you to see if you find any more. But that's just what you know. From what I've told you, you know that the dome-like structure that you're in probably exits, or the top of it probably comes out above ground.
Right.
So, I will just remind you of magical items that you have, especially one that you have.
I've got a ring.
Sorry?
I've got a ring.
A ring of what?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Ring of Fire, Johnny Cash.
You do have a ring of fire, but there's another magical item that you have that might actually.
The sword.
Nope, not the sword. God, I'm gonna have to find
That
it.
thing that goes really high.
Yeah. Yes. The
And I've got.
Yeah, can't remember what it's called now. The random.
I know what it's called. It's called Store of Elevation.
The what? Sorry.
Store of Elevation.
Okay, so hang on. I think I've written it down. I'm sure I've got it down on here.
Stone of Elevation.
Stone of Elevation. That's the one. The Stone of Elevation.
I've also got the murder invitation, which right now we know is trying to murder us.
Everyone.
I've got the witch's token. and I've got some of my own emerald dust.
Yeah. So
But
the stone of elevation, this smooth cuboid is absolutely weightless. When you speak a command word of fly us, it will fly straight up at a speed of 60 feet per round. Stop at 120 feet. When the command word is spoken again, it will drop from whatever height it is at a rate of 500 feet per round.
So we can get out the dome.
Yeah.
The roof dome.
But,
I have a really terrible idea.
Yeah?
Put the elephant on it.
No.
Smash the dome and then...
Not that terrible, but still pretty bad.
That would be great. Put the elephant stone on the flying stone of elevation. Make the stone fly up, then command the elephant to grow and just have it smash through the ceiling.
Yeah.
To which you haven't actually picked up the elephant stone. You didn't. You kind of started looking for it, but you didn't find it eventually. It'll be around in that water somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think we've got time, have we?
Just to remind you that it is there.
Yeah, we'll find it. We're not in a rush.
I mean, you are. You are in a rush.
Right. To be honest, I don't necessarily think it's that much of a bad idea if we do lose it.
Yeah.
I think for balancing and everything else for future games, I think it's we did what we wanted to it. But
Yeah.
Oh, poor elephant.
An
elephant
if
never
it goes
forgets.
by the wayside, it's not the end of the world.
We picked the elephant up.
It was the dude where you saved my life.
Yeah, it was it belonged to Darius.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah.
Out of who saved whose life, I think they've all saved each other's life.
No, where you saved mine specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I'm honest, today Malrin definitely stopped Ayla from going under.
Oh yeah. Yeah, kept him alive with his healing word.
That's because you kept getting healed up and they go, well, I've still got no armor on. Charge!
Well, that's what he does. He's a fighter.
I do like how Eli sort of does that. You know, you kind of go in and you kind of do remind me of that fighter that will just fight no matter what.
Yeah, that's basically his thing. And he's sort of like running around in his undercrackers, going, bang! I deal you 6 points of damage, and then someone turns around and hits him with a club and goes, I deal you 21 points of damage, and he sticks around and carries on.
Oh dear.
How are you still with us? Like, how is Ayla still around?
I don't know. Largely thanks to Malrin.
To be fair, normally he has his shield and he does a fair chunk of the fighting at range.
Yes, that is
so
true.
Normally you start off at range, then you run in, and normally he's hard to hit. But when he's running around in his undercrackers, he's not hard to hit. It's quite easy to hit.
Yes,
Did
he
you
is.
take the heavy armor feat? I suggested.
No, I went for the extra point in strength because my strength. I wanted to improve my strength because I'm going to use that quite a lot. But it was a good thing. I did look at it. It does look really good.
Yeah. Well, maybe next time. But yeah, I think I might call it for the stream there. I don't know if you guys want to stick around on Discord afterwards, but I think I'll call it for the stream there.
Can do.
But I'm looking forward to next week to see where we go from here. The Goaded Goblin will be returning next week. But thank you to anyone that's watching or watched, or if you're watching later, or if you've watched now, or thank you for watching. And thank you for playing, guys. And I'm glad I was able to goad someone today.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much. And I think it's time for us to actually call it crits. Roll on Tuesday. See you later, guys.
See ya.